Football Power Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we are live. I welcome you warmly to the Football Power Hour. My name is Botswana Papi, and it is the Champions League stream, Champions League special. Matter of fact, it's called the Group of Death Special. Oh, Lord. Matter of fact, it's a chill day today because Manchester United has got a victory. We got the job done. Now, let's see if the other teams can get the job done. I'm talking about PSG versus AC Milan. I'm talking about Newcastle versus Dortmund. This is going to be very interesting. I see there's some people in the house already. And I want to say big shout out to you, Shay. Big shout out to Mark. Big shout out to Kenny. Big shout out to you, particularly you, for just joining in right now. I will go ahead and say, oh, man, I couldn't sleep last night. Oh, nah. Ha, ha. You saved us yesterday. You gave us a new hope, new life, new breath of fresh air, a performance that was like nothing really to be happy about, but the 3 points on the board, that we have to be happy about. In a moment, I will be back and I'll post the link in the chat so that if you want to join me, please pull up and join. Let's watch the game together. It's a chill along. By the way, one more time, don't forget to hit the like button.
Bruno Fernandes!
Hey, big shout out to you, Mark. There's only Sabitzer. Sabitzer is starting. Kenny says Sabitzer starting, the only one we got, the one we got on loan. Yo, yes, we shall see what minerals Sabitzer has. It's a pity. I actually wanted him to work out at Man United, but he kind of got the knee injury got in the way. But he looked like he had the minerals to me. You know, he looked like he had a little bit of that fight, that that dog in him. You know, I will always like talk about players that really give that passion, give that blood, sweat, and tears on the field. That's Sabitzer for me. I really feel his intensity when he's playing, you know, and just a little pity it did not work out at Manchester United. Sashiv and Shay in the house. Yo, Mark, where you at? Pull up, brother. Let's go ahead and make sure that we watch the game together. Let me welcome the homies from yesterday. Shay! What's good, Shay?
Boy.
Yo, we got our 3 points. Shay, you an Arsenal supporter. You got your 3 points. I got my 3 points. Life is good, right?
Yeah. I want my second team.
You got a second team. Oh, I saw Mark talking about this. Matter of fact, Mark is here. Let Mark say hello and let's talk about Shay's second team. What's good, Mark?
Shay. I mean, bro, you're British, right? I'm not trying to be offensive here, but like, I'm from Trinidad, bro. I could escape with that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because they could say, well, you know, he's not from here. And if you hear my accent is thick, you know, like, I mean, I'm getting away with anything. I could walk around Germany in a Manchester United kit. No one cares. Because from the moment they hear me speak, they know, like, you know, he's not from here. Forget him. But, bro, you're from England, bro. Like, Arsenal, second team, Newcastle, bro.
Yeah.
Shay.
Wait, delete that comment, my bro. That
Make it make sense, blood.
You know what I'm saying, my bro? I'm just looking out for you. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Yeah.
So you really like Newcastle?
Because my uncle's a Newcastle fan.
Oh yeah, fair.
All right. Well, okay. Well, make sure you put that in first. You say that first, then you say, well, you know, you watch them sometimes. then it's acceptable. You're Arsenal fan, bro. Like that fan base is serious, my guy. You know,
Right. Mm-hmm.
they're like
Mm-hmm.
they almost like Man United fans, bro. Like they're like it's like a click thing. You know.
Mm.
Thank God you're not a Liverpool fan because, bro, you could be getting pelters tonight. That's shameless, bro.
It's shameless shade.
But don't worry, Shay. We got your back on here. Don't worry. We got
That's
your
fine.
back.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So, Chiv, what's up, my dude?
Yeah, how
What's
you?
good,
Yeah,
Sushi?
how you been, man? It's been a great day, and you know what? Yeah, it's a fantastic 3 points, man. But we had to step it up for the Manchester derby,
Sit.
which is in the weekend.
Yeah,
We got to
Mm-hmm.
step it
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. Fully agreed. We had to step it up for the Manchester derby, guys. But this is just my opinion, bro. Like, I'm not sure everyone might agree with it, but like, we are
Mm-hmm.
Man United, but right now in name only, and it was like that before Eric Ten Hag got here, guys. So, I mean, I got my first season ticket like a few years ago. I was in England, like, happened to be there working, going to games on the Ollie. We just got Ronaldo back. Bro, like,
Oh yeah,
and for me, it's like everyone, including myself, had the one impression. Like, we need to get rid of these players, bro. Right
Mm-hmm.
that's the
Mm-hmm.
now,
truth,
I
man.
admit last season some players improved. We
Yeah,
look good. One guy scored 30 plus goals, had a great season. But I would say, you could ask Flying Pig, bro. I've always been saying, we should have sold Rashford for 90 mil. It would have been the best decision we could ever make.
yeah,
Because at the end of the day, it's like for me, it's like that's when he was the most profitable for us to sell him. He had
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not saying what maybe he could do it again this season. There's 29 games left, so if I'm giving Ten Hag the belief, I could give him the belief, right? But he's had 11 games starting, and in every game we're gonna make an excuse to his confidence is low. That's why he missed this chance, this chance, that chance. Like, and then you watch other content creators. Like earlier, I was taking in the Alice talks. Right, she got Cass on there. She got this Tariq, I think his name is. From Never a Foul, right? And they
Yeah.
guys are going in on Anthony, bro. And I'm sitting there like, are we being for real here? Like, this guy's been here for like 9 months, 9 months. Then recently, in the middle of the season, he's out getting pelters for possibly some accusation that we're all learning is most probably false.
Mm-hmm.
So, and everyone was crashing on him since he came to the club. You know what I mean? He never had an easy day at United since he got here from fans. I mean, he started having some good games last season, so fans cried, but they always seem to say like he's shit, he's garbage, whatever, whatever. So for me, it's like, where's that energy for Marcus Rashford? Where's that energy?
Mm-hmm.
There's none of that energy for him. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say, well, he should be getting the same pelt, he should be getting the same criticism. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
this
of
guy
course.
just got here. We're not even giving him a year or two to bet in. You never know. But
So,
I'm
so,
talking
so
too
with
much, guys.
Rashford, if setting him, Mark, you said we should have cashed in for 90 when we had the chance. Yal says I would be lucky to sell Rashford for 25 mil. How much would you think, guys, he would go for right now?
45, 50,
Yeah,
somewhere
yes,
around there.
yeah. I was
You
thinking
Mm,
know,
50.
we might want more. But like, I mean, like, bro, like, I mean, Paris Saint-Germain offered 90. They were like, hey, we got 90 for Marcus
we
Rashford.
should have taken it.
We
Bro,
should have
like,
cashed
I'm
in,
I-
and
I'm
then we
saying
yeah, as
we
well.
took,
Go get
yeah, yeah. I'm saying we took that 90 M's. We got Frankie De Jong. We got what? We got an next striker. We could have got
Yeah.
Benjamin Sesko for 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could, even if we didn't get Frankie De Jong, we could get Benjamin Sesko for 50. We could have gotten Ugarte for 40 in the midfield. You got two players
Mhm.
that gonna make the team better. And everyone could laugh and say, well, oh no, man, like, it's Marcus Rashford. This dude bagged 40 GA last season. But like, come on, could anyone tell me that he's been here for 8 seasons. This is his ninth. And if we
yeah,
count it up going year by year, it's
Wow.
nine
every other
seasons. Yeah,
year he does well. He's going to do well next year, right? So we're hyping up for next year. We're waiting for next year. He's going to
Yeah.
turn on next year, right?
Hmm.
Are we going to sack Ten Hag over players again? Like, are we going to? Because we just sacked 5 managers, guys. Like, it's been a cycle of every 2 years
that's
we sack a manager. Like, when are we going to realize, like, this guy and Luke Shaw sacked 5 managers? Bruno's been
Yeah.
here for 3. He sacked 3 managers, right? Let's be real. I'm not taking out anyone,
Yeah, of
right?
course, yeah, 100%.
Sancho sacked 2 managers, right? Everyone on the team except the players who came in last season sacked managers, guys. Right? They got
You know,
managers
it's
sacked.
harsh when you say sacked managers, but like I get it, I get it. They were
Bro, it's
part of
facts. Like,
the pack that's responsible.
yeah, because I'm just saying it like, and I'm saying it in the most blunt way because like I can't think about it any other way, guys. It's like for me, I look at it like when you walk out on that field, you get instructions. You have your instructions because you've been training for that all week, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't implement what you've been told, right, then it's your choice you're making because you're on the field, right? So the guy could be screaming, and like, I play football, guys. I'm pretty sure everyone here has played some form of sport for some
Yeah,
team. Your coach screaming at you, "Yo, hold the ball up, carry it somewhere," and you just pass the ball off and be like, like because sometimes you'll be like, "Bro, you don't have it right now, so you're just gonna try to spray it," Come on,
Mhm.
it's like we know this. We don't have remote controls to control these players. Like Ten Hag is not playing on PlayStation. He's
Yeah.
not saying Rashford. He's not holding down the run button. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
in my honest opinion, we got to cut this guy a little bit of slack for one, because no manager could implement a system in less than 18 months. It's a fact. So, if you want to judge Spurs, I say Spurs had a
Well,
cleaner day.
Roberto De Zerbi is
Nah,
implemented it.
bro. Don't even tell me about Roberto De Zerbi. That's cap. Roberto De Zerbi got a team that was already built to play expansive from a coach that was playing
Rampart.
expansive.
Yeah, that's
What's
true.
the change? What's the change? He dropped the striker deeper, so the midfield looks different, and now they look like they play with one striker. That's the change, guys. It's really he just shifted the two striker to a striker that plays more center in the midfield, right behind, and that's it. Now he's having a good season. He got battered six. He got battered. He got battered, bro. Like, let's be real. He's getting battered right now, right? I'm not saying he's not a good coach, but I'm saying the sample size is not big enough for you to
Yeah,
say, well, oh, he could replace Ten Hag and he's going to do well.
No. I'm not
I
saying he could replace Ten Hag. It was just the statement of saying, no, a coach needs an X amount of time to
Yeah, but I
instill
mean,
his. But
it's
his coaching is so detailed and intricate that like it's not just dropping the striker down. Like the
um
guy has specific like choreographed movements that
okay.
make this team like it's so different from Potter ball.
What kind of team Brighton is, guys? Like, do Brighton have any star players on it? Is he not
No.
making those players stars by are they not becoming stars right now? All right. So, in my opinion, those players are well more receptive of coaching than stars who already know they're stars. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's Brighton we're talking about. And Brighton's best finish ever in their history was sixth last season.
yeah,
That was their crowning moment in the history of their football club. If you understand what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So
yeah,
I'm saying like these guys don't have anything and riding on their shoulders like, oh, we have to win. Our fans expect wins. Nah, bro. So it's different. And then those players there, let's be realistic, guys. These players are all young guys or hungry players coming to the Premier League for the first time in their lives. They've never been here, so they need to show their mettle because they want to remain here because that's how they make money, right? But we got
I
guys who've
mean,
been
and
in the
there's
Premier
something
League
too
for
about that talent, though. There's a talent like skill set that they kind of still have, even though that's that
mm,
raw, But when Bisuma came in, you could see like the what Bisuma had before he left. You could see even Mitoma right now. Like Mitoma still
okay.
has ways to develop, but like you can tell this guy is talented.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, all right. Let's work it out like this, right? If you put Basuma next to Paul Pogba, Basuma at his best right now, right? At Paul Pogba at his best,
Mhm.
it's not even a debate. Paul Pogba is
Oh, yeah,
like worlds better than Basuma. So I'm just gonna put it to you in this
that's
way,
a
like,
World Cup winner.
yeah, but forget the World Cup winner. You're talking about talent and ability and application, right? I'm
Mhm.
talking about talent, ability, and application. So if you say to me, Brighton is applying their talent, their ability better than Manchester United right now, I would agree with you 100%, right? But don't you can't come and tell me that Basuma is more talented than Casemiro, really, right?
Nah.
Maybe if you tell me he's more talented than Amrabat, I can agree because Amrabat is good. He's great at what he does. Keep it simple. You know what I mean? Brasuma has a little bit more flair. But it's like you tell me Matoma. I mean, I don't really like Marcus Rashford, but Matoma is like Marcus Rashford 2.0, right? But he hasn't become a true star yet, if you understand what I mean. His bread and butter for Brighton is getting assists. So you can't really compare him to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford bread and butter is not getting assists. It never was. If it was, he would never be our wing on our field. His bread and butter is getting goals for the team.
He's missed a long
You know
shots
what I mean?
too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like if you think about it in the perspective of his type of play, he's more of a left-footed striker that can't really play through the middle than a winger, because a winger priority is to get assists, to supply, to create. And a lot of people make a point where they're saying Ten Hag is expecting Rashford to create, but he's not that. So then what is he? Is what I want to ask them. Because a winger basic requirement is to get assists. Like Jadon Sancho didn't come to United because he was scoring goals. He came to United because he built Haaland. Now Haaland's a freak. You give him the service, he will eat that meal every day, right? So he was getting the service of his life playing next to Jadon Sancho, and no one could tell me different because Sancho had like 20 assists in 3 seasons back to back, and averaged like 19 goals in those same 3 seasons. And Haaland was bagging up the goals. Haaland and Roos. So for me, it's like if I compare wingers, I would tend to compare the wingers that are same like for like, and not wingers who are just playing in the same position, because Rashford is a forward. He's not a winger. You know what I mean? Garnacho is more of a winger than a forward. So that's why everyone feels Garnacho is better, because Garnacho, he's looking for players. If there's no one, he goes to the goal. So it's kind of different. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we all love United. We all love our teams. We all back our teams in the best way we possibly can. Everyone's gonna have different opinions on what's going on, and you know, I could be wrong about what I'm saying totally at the same time. You know, so I just look at it like,
I'm curious what Sashiv and Shay think about what you're saying. Do you guys have anything you want to add?
I think for I think most of the things I disagree with Mark about Rashford. I agreed. I agreed, to be honest with you, and I think what he said about Rashford was like he's a left forward, right? So I guess we, like, Ten Hag should maybe just change his formation to 4-4-2, where he can play alongside with like Højlund. So that's what it is.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's a weird one with Rashford. I feel like for me, it's like the guy, you have had so much experience, and we're starting to see him look like Van Gaal Rashford. You know, the one who used to run into cul-de-sacs and sometimes just push the ball too far and run out of space when you know, like he's on the touchline or going to the byline. It's just, you know, he's and also this season we've seen a lot of that where he's just trying so hard and not trying to connect with his teammates, and that ultimately ends up feeding this energy where it's like, you know, the other players want to also try and do the thing for themselves, because why am I going to try and work with somebody who any moment that they try dribble 2-3 players? And you know, there's, if you just watched like just how Arsenal was playing versus Sevilla, like the goal that Martinelli got was a Gabriel Jesus assist, but that warning shot had come phases of play before that. There was another one where Martinelli missed it, and you can see that, oh, these forwards are actually looking for each other. They know like the rules. They have some rules. They've been practicing something. It's like, when I get the ball and I'm in this part of the pitch, Mark, do not come short. Go. Get it behind. Simple. It's just like these guys, you can tell there's a little bit of, now with Man United forwards, you receive the ball And then I'm like, okay, I received the ball. Where's the shift? Okay. And where's Shea? All right. Now let me try dribble this guy. And why am I, bro? It's like they're doing a watch along with us while playing on the pitch.
Yeah. Can I ask you though? Can you really blame that on Ten Hag? Because like at the same time,
No,
like, listen, right? If these guys are in training every week and they're doing the right things in training, what happens when they get on the field? Like, is it that they get starry-eyed for some moment? Is it that they decide to try something for themselves? Because like guys, I've been to 1 or 2 games this season, right? I haven't been to much, just 2 games, and I've seen Ten Hag on the touchline, like screaming, like what the fuck, like fucking shit.
Mhm.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I'm
yeah,
like, yeah, I'm like, people watching on television don't notice these things, right? So they thinking the manager sometimes he's just standing up here with his with his mean look, and you're thinking he's just not saying anything. But sometimes he be cursing out some of these players, and like for me, some of these we have to make these players responsible somehow. The narrative has to change from the manager to the players' accountability for the losses, because like at the end of the day, they could make all the excuses in the world,
honestly,
right? No
honestly,
one
I
is.
can't, honestly, I can't lie. Like a Newcastle stadium is sick, man. I've just seen it. It's absolutely sick.
Yeah,
The
it
atmosphere is
is
sick.
sick. We need to get something like that, but we're never gonna get that if we start.
I'll be back in a
We
moment. I'm getting a refill of my drink.
Might as well just get an alcohol with it. Like,
Yeah, but like Kenny, like I'm just saying, like like Shea went through it all for the last 4 years. You know what I mean?
correct, yeah.
Well, 5 years, right? And then last year it must have
Yeah, it's
culminated
phase
for
5, yeah.
Arsenal, right? So like I would really like to hear what Shea had to have to say about the 4 years before they came in second, because I know a lot of fans was Arsenal out, and
Arteta
all of a
out. They
sudden
were they
it's
were
like,
all they were all Arteta out after that. After that, was it like the Europa League semifinals? I think I think so. Yeah.
yeah. So like for me, it's like now, you see, this is the same thing that I just wanted to ask him what he thinks, because a lot of United fans might not understand that, because look, we overachieved last season. I think we could agree
Oh
on that.
yeah,
And then
we
now
did.
we expect to get Harry Kane and get another player and compete for the title this season, all of a sudden. But this is a rebuild. So like for me, like we're not even in year 2, because year 2 hasn't even is now begun. You know what I mean? Shay, what are you saying, bro?
I don't have any words about what Arteta's going to do for our games against Sheffield United.
Mm.
Like, we need to win all of our games. I don't want Tottenham to win the Premier League.
Well, that's a fact.
Yeah, that is actually peak. Spurs are actually top of the league,
Yeah, that is
and
peak.
then
No
they
one
are
wants that.
they're gonna slap up Palace pretty much. That's not even. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you guys will easily beat them. Easily beat Sheffield United because
Actually, Kenny, actually, I don't think so.
really.
Like everyone is saying that, right? But Man City's won 2-1 against the same Sheffield, right? And
Oh yeah,
Sheffield
yeah.
scored first against Man City.
Equalize. Yeah.
They scored first. City equalized and then scored the second
Okay.
goal,
Oh yeah.
right? So for me, I just I think Arsenal is going to win the game. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's going to be a walk in the park. And
Yeah.
I think I think
2-1. Yeah.
that I think I
2-1 or
know
so.
Man United hasn't been playing well, guys. But
That's true.
we aren't shy. Like everyone is in my opinion, I think it's an exaggeration to say we're shit. We haven't been playing well, which
Yeah, of
is
course.
I'm not dressing it up. We haven't been playing well, but there are some games where we play shit for 20 minutes, and then for like 50, 60 minutes we're golden, or we're creating the most chances. Just we're not clinical. That's the biggest problem with United. We aren't clinical. If
You're
we
ahead.
were as clinical as Arsenal was last season, I'm pretty sure we would be scoring 2, 3, 4 goals a game, because we get some really big chances and don't hit the back of the net.
Bro, the way like our forwards have just been ineffective is so like disheartening, bro. Like, you can't, like it's not like Rashford hasn't had a chance or two. It's not like Hoyland has had all these things where it's just marginally offside, and it's man, it's so annoying. It's so annoying how we can't finish our dinner. But I think like our time will come. Our time will come.
Yeah.
There's a moment I remember, like like we get into the zone. I think it might have been under Oli, and I had given up on like the likes of of Rashford. No, it was under Mourinho, and then Oli came through, and then you're like, hold on, the same players can play. What? It's like that different. What's going on? You know. So anyway, let's be positive. Right now, I want to say Paris Saint-Germain versus Milan is kicked off. Also, Newcastle and Dortmund has kicked off already. We're about 2 minutes into the game, actually. Dortmund are through. Oh, that was close. That was close. That was close.
It's a good save from Pope as well. It's a good save.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who are you backing tonight, Papi? I'm a Milan fan tonight.
So you know what's crazy, bro? Milan went really far last they knocked out by Inter Milan, right, in the Champions League last season. And PSG, I feel like now that they've gotten rid of MSN, they are actually in a better position to be a team, and I feel like PSG will even go to the quarterfinals or semis.
Oh, Newcastle got a shot on target as well. Damn.
Yeah, so for Paris versus Milan, I'm gonna go opposite from you, Mark, and say I'm back in PSG this game. So, and then Newcastle, Dortmund. I hope Dortmund beat Newcastle, but whoa, that boy Gordon is on fire.
Gordon is so underrated, man. But his work rate is really good, man. His work rate is good.
It's really good. Yao, by the way, was saying I'm moving onto the fence with the manager. He selects these players. Everyone knows Rashi should be on the bench and not be playing. Send him away for a month. Maybe Rashi does not work without Shaw. Yao, Luke Shaw, Rashford, like that.
You need Luke Shaw back because
that chemistry, we're actually underestimating how much more space it created for Rashford to be able to do his thing. And so yeah, you might be onto something there with that one. But
yeah, I agree.
You know what? I'm being honest with you guys right now, right?
Wow, go ahead.
This is just my feeling, right? When Luke Shaw comes back, I'm playing him in the left back, in the left center back position, so Martinez could rest, right?
Oh yeah.
Luke Shaw in the left center back position. That's his new position, in my opinion. He's never playing left back again. And people might say wrong about that, right? But I could bet money right now. If we go in for a right back, Dallo shifts to left back, or we keep Sergio Reguilon, and Luke Shaw moves into left center back.
At left back, yeah.
I think he's a better left center back than he's a left back. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, so what we lose with that is just like how he carries the ball in tight spaces. That when he's in form, bro, it's really nice to see him bomb forward like a left back. I'm not saying he can't as a left center back to join the midfield, because you need those defenders that help out midfield. That's how like the top teams work and create numerical overloads. But Luke Shaw, like I enjoy when he's on form and feeling confident and knowing that there's somebody threatening to take his place. Like there's a Reguilon that's hungry. There is a Malacia that's coming back into the fold. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna see a really, really hungry bulldog called Luke Shaw. He's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that. It's just that I don't think Martinez is gonna be back before February.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I see what you're seeing. Looking at the.
I think Luke Shaw is going to be back in January. So I think the best thing, the strongest situation is he tucking into that position, because he played there for 5 games last season, and in those 5 games he was like, I was like, who is this guy? Where did he come from? This guy's a beast. He played there when we played City at home last season.
Yeah, he was a left back, right? Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he
he
was
was.
the left center back.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I think Martinez had a red card, so he missed the home game, and we had to play Luke Shaw, and they played Terrell Malacia on the left,
Yeah.
and Luke Shaw was a monster. Haaland had nothing.
Yeah.
Didn't he also play left center back versus Barcelona one time?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He
did.
played left center back 3 times in the Premier League and twice in the Europa.
Yeah. And to be
It's the
able
only
to
thing.
to do it like that's incredible for a player that we thought didn't. He was almost got the flag that Rashford gets, that Luke Shaw doesn't have a high IQ. There was a little bit of that talk, especially because it was fueled by Mourinho saying, like at the one time, you remember Mourinho on the touchline almost dictating every single move for Luke Shaw, and it was like, oh damn, this guy really does not have any positional awareness as much. Like I remember feeling like that because Mourinho even spoke about it, like saying it was Luke Shaw's body and my brains in a press conference.
Yeah, well, I'll take it as he learned from Luke Shaw, but what does Marcus learn from any of the coaches he had? Like, he does the same thing. Like, he hasn't, like, if you know, like, in my opinion, like, he does the same thing every single game. And I don't know how fans still are like, he should start because, he could suddenly be good. Like, he doesn't do anything differently. Like, he doesn't even try to carry the ball more in a game. Like, he did it for the first 5 minutes of the game. He ran across the box. He took a shot. He never carried the ball that much in the game again until he got the breakaway twice.
Yeah. Guys, I also want to welcome in the house the one and only R10. What's good, R10?
Inside. What's up, guys?
Inside. We're good, brother. How are you?
Yo.
Good. I had some time, so I decided to join the
Yes.
Reckless community.
Yes, it's an open house. Well, it's a chill along. Well, I have the PSG Milan game and then Newcastle Dortmund game. Which one are you watching? Oh, you're not watching the game.
I have the Newcastle Dortmund.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
Who are you rooting for on that one?
Newcastle pissed me off, but I think I'm rooting for Newcastle.
I don't mind Newcastle, to be fair, to be honest.
Well, Celtic now scored against Atletico, guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yal mentioned it already. Celtic 1, Atletico 0. Quick goal from the Scottish Tim.
Wow.
Yeah, Celtic 1-0.
Oh,
Pick up the Scottish Celtic. That's Postecoglou's old team, right?
Yeah.
wow. And Postecoglou is still alive.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for his football to be experienced in the Champions League through Tottenham. It'll be
That'll sick next season, bro.
Yeah. It's incredible
PSG is
the
having all
records that he's breaking right now. Yeah, Tottenham are cooking. Ange Ball has arrived.
I'm enjoying it though. Like, like I'm not gonna shit on Tottenham because I think they're Spurs, Spuds.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'll clap them because they kind of got it right. I feel like the players that they always went for were always a type of expansive type player, right? Like more of an attacking type player, not really the Conte, Luis Mourinho type. You know what I mean? I feel like they were trying to change to that type of team, but
Dortmund!
you know what?
Whoa! Nick Pope double save!
Double save from Nick Pope. Oh,
What?
Save.
that was
What
an
a
insane save.
Insane!
Insane.
Come on, Nick Pope. That's number one England goalkeeper.
Wow.
Nick Pope is the better goalkeeper in my opinion. I always think he was better than Pickford and Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale should go keep for Ireland, bro. Like, in all fairness, like
I think Nick Pope
no, for real. Like, this is I'm one of those old school football fans. Like, bro, you from that country. I mean, even if your country ain't good, you could spark a revolution. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know, I would love
On
to convince.
Postecoglou, real quick, I wanted to mention this for anybody that's watching and does not know that Postecoglou has earned 23 points in his first 9 Premier League games in charge of Spurs with 7 wins and 2 draws. And that's the most of any manager in the first 9 games in the competition history.
That's
Breaking
amazing, guys.
records. And Newcastle are through. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
It is like a boxing match. Newcastle Dortmund.
this is
It's
a-
like basketball or
Dortmund's keeper is
something.
good.
Like, what are these guys?
That's a very good
Dortmund's
even game.
keeper is good. Dortmund
That's
keeper
a
is
good game.
keeping.
Can't lie. This is the best game I've seen so far.
PSG is having a lot of possession in the game right now.
Crazy. Wow. This Newcastle Dortmund game looks like it's going to be high scoring. Both teams
Yeah.
are going for it, which is
Who you think's
nice.
gonna? I think Dortmund will score first.
Bro, the way, yeah, it's wave and wave after of attack after like for Dortmund, and then it's like Newcastle responds, but Dortmund is the proactive one, and Newcastle is reactive.
Yeah.
At least,
But
in the
that's how they
first
play,
10
though.
minutes.
Newcastle is that kind of reactive team. If you look at how they played against City or against how they played against,
True.
they
That's-
only came into the game against PSG after they realized, hey, we got some of these guys on toast.
They're reactive merchants.
No, like they're doing
Yeah.
well, bro. Like I appreciate how well they're doing. Like you know what I mean. Like, but you know
Yeah.
when people exaggerate it to make it sound like half of those players are average. Like Isak is like highly rated in Europe. You know what I mean. Tonali is a
Mhm.
big player. They got some. You know Bruno Granmires. Everyone wants him in their team for the last 2 seasons, bro. Let's be real.
Mhm.
You know what I mean. Like they have a good team. The team is playing well. Kudos to Newcastle, bro. Like, but I still think when we meet them, we're gonna beat them this season.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
we are.
know exactly what you. Go ahead,
We're
Sashi.
we're playing them after the City game, yeah, in the Carabao Cup.
Oh wow! Yeah, no, I can't see past the City game.
Leipzig just scored against the Russian team, Krasnodar or whatever the name.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't
All
really
right. It's looking like
Young boys,
Okay.
surely. Young boys have something for City. Hopefully, bro. Young boys.
please, young boys, score something.
this-
Score. You know what I mean,
Isn't this the third season City plays against young boys?
bro?
Yeah.
They always get drawn to young boys.
No. We had young boys last season and the season.
Last
we had them twice.
Yeah.
We had them twice. In the
Europe,
last
I
5
think.
years, we had them twice. City had them like 3 or 4 times. I've never seen City in a group of death in the Champions League. I've never seen them in a tough group. I'm not trying to downplay
No,
them.
they
I've just
never get.
seen it.
They're somehow lucky, always lucky. And I think we were doing a Champions League draw. You know, like watch along with I think it was Yusuf. Did you come through to that one?
Yeah.
Were you there for that? And yeah, and it was just like look at them draw and easy. Oh, whoa! That was a
a good
really
shot.
good shot.
Yeah.
Dortmund are playing football, man. Milan took a long range shot that was headed
Is
for the.
Adeyemi playing today? I'm watching the Milan game, so I'm not sure.
I've not seen him so far. I don't know if he started.
Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Come on, Callum.
We can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wait. So, I've just seen Isak just came off and replaced by Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good for us.
It's fragile though.
Yeah. It looks like maybe Isak wasn't he also like
Yeah, he
injured?
just got injured.
Yeah, he's
He
injured.
just got injured. He just
loses the ball and Dortmund are in a quick counter. That's a good switch. Oh, and they lost the ball again. And it's Newcastle with the with the possession.
Yeah, it's an end-to-end
It's
game, which is
it's such an even game as well. It's mad.
the
See,
Paris
that game
Milan
and
one is not that filled with drama with action.
Dead, right? Is it dead game so far?
No. It's not cagey. It's Milan actually. That's like, oh, they just got a free kick in a very dangerous position. So Rafa Leao might, if he takes the free kick, who's gonna take it? Who's gonna take it?
Benacer playing. If it's Benacer, then Benacer takes the free kick.
Ah,
Dortmund has a dangerous forward, guys. That guy who's starting number 14, full crew. He's dangerous.
Oh yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah.
He's
I
the
just
type
saw
of forward that you don't want to get a corner against. He's dangerous in the
that is
air. Like,
true. I've seen him before. Yeah.
By the way, yes, remarking on the lineup, yeah, was like no Alvarez in City's starting lineup. Who is Doku? Rodrigo is back. Yeah, Doku for me is one of the most exciting wingers in the Premier League right now. Like
Yes.
he is on another
already?
level.
He's already on another level.
No, like you can tell that like he
No,
has
he's good. He's good. He has
bags of
potential.
talent.
Let
The way he
let
moves
the
through,
season-
he's so
season
quick
finish
with his
before we
shift.
say he's another level, guys. Come on, let's keep
No,
the
in terms
rating.
of talent.
No, he's good. He's really good. I like him. I'm not
Yeah, people are
disputing
given
that.
different kinds of levels of talent, and he has been given an abundance of it.
Yeah, his agility and speed is off the chain.
Yeah, yeah. The I think the jury's still out. You know.
Yeah, I
You
mean, it's his first season, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
let's give him time to amass, guys. Like, you know what I mean? I like even when we were like we jump on like Hoyland is gonna be the super guy, you know what I mean? Like, let's give him time, you know?
No, but like,
yeah.
look at. So he's already got a goal and an assist in both Premier League and Champions League so far.
No, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And Hoyland has 3 goals. So I'm just saying, like, it's like we're talking about 2 young players that are
Three
just coming
Champions
up.
League and 0 Premier League.
Yeah, but you know, he had like how many Premier League goals disallowed? 3. So I mean,
No,
it's
we
not
can't
like he's
count the
not gonna-
disallowed ones now.
All right, cool. Let me calm down. Don't-
Let's gonna keep a tally of the
They're
disallowed
exciting,
ones.
guys. What I'm just trying to say is that they're exciting and they're going to be exciting to see what they produce as the season progresses. You know what I mean? I'm looking
Facts.
forward to watching them. Like, you know, so
Thanks.
not going to say they world class just yet. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Dortmund nearly lost the ball in a very dangerous area.
Yeah, this build up from the back is suicidal, and they committing everybody forward. Like 6-7 players are going up. Whoa.
And Dortmund looked like scoring first so far. Actually, to be fair, Dortmund looked like scoring first.
It's the group of death. These guys want to kill each other.
That Newcastle and PSG was literally like the shockingest game I've watched from PSG.
Mhm.
That was shocking.
Talking about not necessarily like shocking, but I was almost a little surprised by yesterday, the other Champions League game. Icardi got a penalty.
Yeah.
He decides to take a Panenka. And when the last penalty he took, he missed, like versus Onana.
Yeah, he missed a penalty, but he just bottled it, man.
He just like, yeah, but it was
Maybe he literally chipped over Onana as well at the same game. At the same night, he just chipped over Onana.
True. Yeah, that sort of like, I guess it kind of gave him even more confidence that, you know what, let me try whatever. Oh Lord,
Newcastle were looking for a penalty, but no, that's a dive.
Almiron, that
He
was.
should get a card.
You should get a card if that's the case.
Who was the card?
Hey guys, did you guys talk about the McTominay yellow card yesterday?
That was fixed. That was
That was just, oh my
it's
god.
disgusting. It's disgraceful. It's like the goal that was disallowed for the Manchester United women's team against PSG. It's purely disgraceful.
Why can I
There's
not
no
remember the yellow card? What happened again?
Oh yeah,
when he
the
kicked the
penalty.
air and kicked the ball,
Oh, for
and
the
then
penalty.
the
Was
guy
it because
jumped into him.
Oh, he got a yellow for that?
Yeah, he got a yellow.
Wow, that's a disgrace.
yeah
That referee should know penalties should be enough.
no. I guess my question is: was it a penalty because because VAR did not interfere? Is that why it was?
VR can't overrule it unless it's clearly a mistake, right? So here we're the point where that gets blurred, because there was some form of contact, and his boot was mid-waist high, right, in the penalty area. It's something you could say, well, that's dangerous, if you understand what I mean. It's circumstantial,
Right.
and if you look at the referee throughout the game, just look at the Rashford tackle with the keeper. It wasn't a foul. It wasn't anything.
Right.
The ruling from VAR was it was no foul in the penalty box. So it wasn't a penalty. So then, which means it should have been a free kick on the edge of the box.
Yeah.
Right? Not a penalty. But we didn't even get a free kick. So think about the interpretation. If you look at how the referee was refereeing the game, some of the plays and the tackles that was allowed by Copenhagen, the slightest tackle, the first sliding tackle made by a United player, he gets booked.
Yeah, there was an agenda, a refereeing agenda there. That was
so. It was a tough game, and I'm not blaming the referee in any way, because at the end of the day, the result is what matters. And if you can't win despite it, then what's the point of it? Because sports is always like that. You know what? Where no matter what level, there's always going to be bad calls from an official. There's always going to be mistakes. You have to overcome these things. It's why you're playing professionally, right? So we got a good win. Onana saved it. So that's football justice right there. No much to say. You're going to beat refs like that again.
Yeah, if that game ended without the Onana save, it wouldn't have given Onana confident. I feel we're gonna see it. There's a turning point, guys. There was a reason, that the footballing gods were like, let's end it with a penalty just so that Onana they can be two heroes, not just Maguire.
It's so frustrating to watch us though.
Bro, when I saw Maguire running in, bro, I was like
the way Onana still thought the game is on. He's like, Italo, leave me alone. The ball, let's go get the ball. He was still so focused, and then they're like, no, it's done. and then he starts celebrating with the fans. It was such. I watched that moment so many times this last night and this morning.
Oh, yeah.
And then the odd thing of seeing Maguire hugging Onana.
That's quite odd, to be fair.
Yeah, because you want to know something, right? As football fans, we are very critical of our players, of our team. You know what I mean? But I still would say that some football fans take it a bit too far sometimes, and they deserve that, because Maguire's had it hard. Onana just came in and he's getting slaughtered everywhere. Twitter,
bro,
spaces,
there are people saying, oh, we should have kept De Gea, we should have this, and
No, I think we need to keep De Gea in Manchester City, in the city of Manchester. Just so he's lurking around, and we'll see alert Onana from now on.
I won't disagree there, but I'm one of those fans that think that the club mucked it up for United this season. You know what I mean? Maybe I just look at it listen, with all the leaks and all the weird stuff that's been happening recently, and then they come out and they say some employees are disgruntled. Who's to say that didn't play a part in us losing players and us not getting the right signings this summer? You know what I mean? Because you never know what level. They can be higher level employees who have decisions that impact these things, and they're just disgruntled because maybe they don't want Qatar, maybe they don't want Sir Jim Ratcliffe, maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Very, very good work right there by Kieran Trippier. This guy is underrated, man.
Yeah, he wasn't free. He wasn't free or something. He was linked with us, and then
Yeah, we should have got him from. I mean, the moment he was done with Atletico, we should have just pounced.
Yeah, but you have to remember, guys, like there's not we have a bunch of bankers, bro. Like they're not football guys, right? They think about profile. When we look for profile, they also add on the bracket of commercial ability. You know what I mean? Because they need to make that money. Because like let's be real, like I mean
1-1 Atletico Celtic. But
Yeah,
continue,
and
sorry.
Griezmann scored.
let's be real, guys. Like at the end of the day, some of the players that they didn't want to bring to United. If you look at the player that they were not really 100% with purchasing, they're not that marketable. You know what I mean? But look at Mason Mount. He was signed 60 M's quick. They didn't even sign Kim and Jay, guys. Like Kim and Jay was done for 47 million. His release clause. We were getting him. He already said he wanted to come, and boom, because they didn't think he would be marketable. You know why? Because he's from where he's from. You know what I mean? There was like he's coming from Italy. No one knows him. How much people are gonna buy his jersey? But if we had gotten Kim and Jay, guys, like you think we would be where we are this season? I certainly don't think so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so you have so until like the structure changes, there's not much we have to wait because we need to get to a point where everyone who's deciding who's coming in and who's going out are the best for footballing reasons. You know what I mean? Until that happens, we're going to be a little bit difficult. The manager is fighting an uphill battle since he came into the club, you know? So, I mean, if win, lose, or draw, I didn't expect to win a title this season as a Man United fan. I don't know if I was wrong for that, but I just never expected that. I was always hoping to maintain, come back, finish top four, win the Carabao Cup, maybe win the FA Cup, or come, get out the group stage of the Champions League at least. You know what I mean? That's it. That was my hope for this season on a real, because we're not there yet. We haven't gotten rid of some players that need to be getting rid of because they can't play the system. They're not playing for the team. They play for themselves. So, you know, it's just difficult. I don't try to argue too much with other fans because like their teams are actually better than ours performance wise right now. So I'm like, what's the point? You guys are better right now? Cool. We'll catch up later. That's not bad.
It's a long
You know,
season.
yeah, it was always meant to be, guys, because like we just coming back from having the worst United team ever in 2022-23. We came third with two finals and winning a cup last season. Like that's an overachievement, no matter how
yeah,
you say
yeah.
that. So I try to keep my
So
foot on the ground.
so with that in mind, what's more important? Is it the style of play or just win at any cost?
Um, I don't really like. I'll be real. Like I would love us to win, but I rather if I don't care how much we lose, as long as Ten Hag finds that best 11 that he's looking for this season. Because at the end of the day, I still think that people. I'm I might blame one or two players, but in the sense that I feel like if they offered more, the team would still function better than it's functioning right now, and they're just not doing it after 11 games. Every game we're hoping for that, right? So I would call out Rashford because let's be real, as a winger, he's supposed to offer creativity. It's basic for his position. And I would also kind of call out Bruno because at the same time, we know you're not playing in the 10, but you know what I mean? You're supposed to be offering stuff still. But at the same time, I would like, if they could get benched, who are we going to replace them for? Okay, we could replace Rashford with Garnacho, but could Mount really replace Bruno? I've never seen it. Not even when he was at Chelsea, he's never been as creative. So maybe he's good running. He could run a lot. He could go down the wing, probably create a goal from the wing or something. But like he's no 10. So I don't know where the hype is for that. You know what I mean? Maybe Ericsson, but like at the same time, could Ericsson really play 90 minutes? I don't think so either. I think he could play 60 minutes at best. So I would say either we start him for 60 minutes or we bring him on in the second half. So it's a tough one because like if we were just to focus on football, right, then it's all well and good. Like we could criticize the manager 100% for the team's performance, but then if you add the toxicity around the team, the takeover, all of that shit, it's like a powder keg waiting to explode, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like everyone's just picking on us right now because not in good form. We're grinding out wins. You know what I mean? And if you was to say, well, look, Man City ground out the same win against Sheffield 2-1 after they went down, everyone's going to tell you, well, they're Man City. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Arsenal ground out a win against City 1-0. If we do that on Sunday, they're going to say, well, Arsenal did it better. So, for my opinion, it's like, as a fan, you just have to be like, look, we've had a manager every 2 years for the last 10 years, right?
Yep.
This manager has done what none of the managers in the Premier League has done in their first season. If you take all the circumstances into context, right? He's exceeded everyone. So, of course, if we want to implement a style of play, it means this season we're definitely going to lose games. Some games it might look shit because I mean the players are implementing a style that they don't
Yeah.
know
And
already,
you
or
should expect to lose badly some games, like
yeah. I'll be honest. I expected to lose 10 games this season, and that's
10
just
is a
my
lot.
expectation. That's my
that's a lot.
expectation. I expect to lose ten
Mbappe,
games.
Mbappe, Mbappe, Kylian.
And
He rises
Oh,
up
he
to the
scored.
expectations,
Yeah,
and
he
he
just
does
scored.
his famous celebration. What a bullet
Damn.
of a shot on the ground! Wow.
I ain't even surprised he scored, man.
Yeah, I mean, he had a moment just like 30 seconds ago where he came close as well, and it was deflected just narrowly out. But Kylian is looking like he's back in form again.
Just
Yeah,
me.
indeed.
At Newcastle, he looked like a passenger.
He has been a passenger, bro. He looked worse than Bruno on a bad game.
That is true.
I'm
That
being
is true.
honest. Like
In
people.
Paris.
I watched some other channels. Like I can't remember your name, my guy below. Like I don't want to, what's his
R10,
name? Huh?
10.
R10.
R10. My bad, bro. Like, what do you think about what is your opinion on Rashford right now? Like after 11 games, he's had what, a goal and an assist. What are your opinions on him? Because like I've seen a lot of people crashing in on Anthony in spaces and stuff, right? And I'm like,
Right.
he really hasn't had consistent game time. He's been dealing with some stuff. He's been out of the team for like a month or two, and the last two games he's played, if I was to be honest, he's had a better performance than Marcus Rashford overall.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what someone else thinks about Marcus Rashford and Anthony right now.
Yeah. Yeah, for Marcus Rashford, I just feel like he's really underperforming. Um Somebody yesterday was trying to compare him and Garnacho. How Garnacho missed that, missed the goal that was similar to Rashford. And trying to say that, um that Garnacho was worse. I just feel like, Rashford should have more experience. Like that ball, he should have known how to control it. I mean, Garnacho, I can give him a pass. He's like young. He's trying to, win the manager's favor. It's the fans' favor. I just feel like Rashford has been around for a while, and the indecision, and I just see it excusable. I mean, for a player of his caliber, I just feel like there's something else going on that maybe there's no competition. Maybe the manager, because he can't be dropped, he just feels complacent. There's something going on there. I just feel like he's underperforming.
And what are your thoughts on Anthony? Because I know a lot of people don't like him, right? Because for whatever reason, well, he cost us nearly 100 million anyway. But I don't think that's
I
his
think
fault.
for Anthony, I think it's just the price tag. I just never had, because I never really followed him before, so I didn't never had this expectation of him that he's gonna be like this world-class player who's just gonna give us crosses and passes and goals. So with him, I think it's mostly the price tag that's giving, and because Ten Hag really wanted him. So there's this expectation like fans have, like, okay, so you wanted him, so we're not seeing this thing that we thought we were going to see. But I don't have that expectation because other than a couple goals I saw him score for Ajax, I really, the verdict is still out for him. I don't know. I just feel like we just give him time and see what happens.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I was going to say something similar at the same time because, like, I don't dislike him. I actually saw him play a lot at Ajax, even live,
Oh, nice.
and I actually think that maybe this season he might turn up. You know what I mean? I think he's going to need a little bit more time because of the situation that happened with him in the last few months. I think that had a
Yeah.
lot to do with his performance coming down to the end of the season and the beginning of the season. But from what I have seen last night and in the game before, knowing that he hasn't really played for like a month or so, hasn't been able to train as well with the team. Um, I'm liking the how do I put it, the energy from him, because the commitment, I would say the commitment, because he's trying to do what he normally does. You know what I mean? And I just feel like if we give him like another few months, he should do something. Because I mean, he scored some critical goals last season. He didn't score a lot of goals, but the goals he scored, one or two of them
Important goals.
won us the game. You know what I mean? So, and he always comes with a good mentality, that fight, that fight in him. So I think if we give him some time, he might do well. I'm not saying he's going to be world class, but like, you know,
What I really like about him is the fact that he's skillful, man. I love watching players with some sort of like flair, and we need that at Old Trafford, and if he can develop and use that skill in a way that becomes effective, and just believe in himself more, because like there is this thing about him where he beats defenders and he doesn't know that he beat the defender, and then he ends up over also letting the skill become too much into his mind, where he does stuff that he doesn't have to do, and and it's just he has this thing, his this low center of gravity thing, and an ability to shift really quickly. And why not take advantage of that and practice that skill over and over, like Messi did, and try, or Robert, not even Messi, maybe this is too much of an example of a bar, but like say Robin, just if you're gonna be one-footed, make sure that if you beat somebody with that one foot, it's going to be a shot that's on target, or you're also looking for your teammates, whether it be the far post or that assist that he once gave to Dallo when Dallo was playing left back. So he's young and he needs time to implement all these little experiences and learn from them and figure out how to become a better footballer and hone his skill set. Because Ten Hag, I feel like he loves that thing where the threat that he has, where he cuts in, and if he connects with the ball right and it's on target, we could be a big problem, with Anthony as a right winger.
for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, and
And
I
I,
think
I agree with that.
yeah,
But I also think, there's also circumstance. You know what I mean? Like if you look at last season, right? As he got in like a fight, like let's say like he had played like what 9 games, he would be running at defenders and creating problems every game and getting more cutting more into the field. I feel like you wouldn't really see that today. Like in the game last night, we didn't really see much of that. But I think that's like maybe he's has to be holding back or been told to hold back because he's not physically fit. You know what I mean? So I think that's also a reason because remember this is what his second game. He only played 60 minutes. That's
Yeah.
another reason why I think he was substituted last night. So, we're struggling for consistency with some players and some players coming back, they're gonna have to go through that 60-minute period. It's just Ten Hag. It's just how he is. So my
Shiv,
honest opinion,
yeah, go ahead.
my
Your
honest
honest.
opinion is that if we are within 5 points of first place in January, that's when our season is going to really begin.
Man. You said first place by January?
Yeah, if by January we're still 5 points within 5 points of first,
Okay, well,
then
5 points within the first. Okay.
then we're gonna be in for a real roller coaster because I feel like by time January our team will be at optimum performance levels. You know what I mean? They'll be
Yeah.
well into the season, well into the system, used to each other. I think we're gonna offer way more and better football from January.
Fingers crossed,
Fingers
bro. I
crossed.
hope you're right. I hope you're right. Big shout out to Luen. Luen joined in, says hello, everyone, liked and listening. Shout out to you. Happy Wednesday, Luen. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. We're watching Newcastle Dortmund as well as Paris Saint-Germain versus Milan at the same time and chilling along. The link is in the chat. If ever you want to also just hop in and, you know, joining in conversation. It's a very casual hangout, guys. Make sure you become involved, be a part of the community. Right now, Dortmund came so close to scoring. This Newcastle game, it's weird because it's the one that should be having the goal, but PSG Milan, doesn't have a lot of chances, but it's just boom. PSG got that first chance, I think, and scored on it. And Dortmund does seem to be having to also make a forced substitution as well.
Chen is injured, I think.
Yeah, Emre Can. He's one of those guys that I always associate with Dortmund, like Marco Reus. Oh, PSG about to make it too. No, Usman past the. It's not Usman. What's his name? What's his name again? Man, Kolomwani, you should have passed that, man. There's a little bit of Rashford in him. Maybe it's a good thing he didn't come to us.
That's
Imagine if he came and it wasn't Hoyland, and he's doing stuff like that, and Rashford is also one-man show as well. Wow. Let's go. Marcus said he's gone downstairs.
Yeah, he was saying like in January he said like we'll be 5 points within first or something.
He said if we're 5 points from first, then we're in for a roller coaster, if I heard him correctly.
Oh,
yeah, man. I mean, it's not impossible. We beat City on Sunday. If we do that, we're 3 points behind City. What's stopping us from continuing with that run of form?
We'll be actually 5 points. We'll be actually 5 points behind on top. To be fair, if we beat City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where just the momentum that it can give us. Last season, we were so scared in the same way about to face Liverpool, coming out of back-to-back losses.
I think if I'm being honest with you, Liverpool have actually ended our season, and that 7-0 was so devastating.
Our season with Ten Hag started with Liverpool and ended with Liverpool. Now I hope it starts with City. Yeah, you're right. The 7-0 deflated, and things have never been the same.
I'm glad.
It's been like we've had moments where we're going up, but it's been turbulent times.
Yeah, we were on 5 points. We were 5 points just behind Arsenal, with Arsenal having they were having just a game in hand advantage, but we were just 5 points behind. That's madness. Oh,
Golazo! Dortmund with a well-worked
scored.
goal.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Newcastle are in
My
trouble.
uncle's not gonna be happy.
They made that look easy, man.
Right? Do you see how the attackers look for each other?
Oh my god.
Easy. Let the ball do the dribbling. You don't need to be, doing too much. Simple passing. Stole the ball from Anthony Gordon, and then it was.
I don't think that's really a foul on Gordon.
Yeah, that's not a foul. He's
No, yeah, he lost the
And
ball.
that's a foul.
Gordon just
Look-
keeps on diving for no reason. He does that. He does that at Everton. He keeps diving for no reason.
Beautiful goal by
Shit
Dortmund.
defending.
Wow.
That was a howl
Wow.
of a defense, to be
That's
fair.
the worst time to score for Newcastle.
Right before halftime.
To be scored against.
That's his name.
I don't even know his name. I just know Schlotterbeck, Adeyemi, just few players I know. That's it.
Yeah, no, he's another German Felix Metnecha. I don't know if the N is silent or the M is silent. I have no idea how you pronounce it.
Oh, I think it's Micha. I think it's like N is. I think N should be silent. If I'm being honest with you, it should be Micha.
All right. Felix Micha. Come on. One more.
Oh,
Dortmund. Do not
Dortmund.
disappoint.
Dortmund.
Oh.
Yeah, Dortmund are actually. Yeah, I've said this earlier. Like Dortmund look like scoring first. To be honest.
Oh well, I mean, it's not really horrible for Newcastle if they end
Yeah,
up
of course,
on
of course.
Thursday night football. This group of death is really tough. Let's see, where are they in the rankings of things right now? They have 4 points. They're third.
You say that so casual.
So they really need to beat Dortmund because they've had a win, draw, and a loss.
But you say that so casually. It's
That would, imagine the scenes if like Newcastle comes back to win. That'd be insane.
I mean, Eddie Howe would get all the praise, bro.
Accolades.
All the
You
accolades.
deserve some accolades. Bro, the KG soundboard is so unique, man. I can't lie. He has like a different soundboards, like he I think last
So
season
Shifts,
he had-
Celtic is leading 2-1, by the way, just so you know.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm only focused on the Dortmund game. I have only just one game.
Atletico Madrid should be beating Celtic, though.
Wait, are they playing? Are they playing at Celtic? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, Celtic.
So
Yeah. Atletico Madrid in Champions League. They in group stages they look so dodgy. Like they just like either they just go to Europa or they just scrap through the group stages. They like look fair. They're just like another low block team. I remember us when we played against them, we just had a lot of chances. We should have beaten them that game.
I know. Atletico Madrid, man. It's one of those things where I'm like, I hate how they always slow the game down. If they lead, they score first. Good luck,
Yeah. If they score first, I'm like, I watched that game when Lodi scored or his name. Yeah, he scored, right, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's it, bro. We are done.
Yeah, so crazy. Yal says City is wrecking old boys, but no goals yet. Oh, okay. The young boys might do something.
Okay, so it's
They
still
pull off a surprise.
okay. It's still 0-0, yeah.
It is still 0-0. It is
If
still
City
0-0.
lose, I'll be so happy. Then I might feel just a little confident, just a little.
But they'll still get through, though. Come on,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah. No,
you
no, no,
know.
no. I mean, no. I mean for no. I mean just for the weekend.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. But we need them to ride a false sense of confidence. They need
Of
to
course.
beat young boys so that, like, uh, they feel overconfident for the derby. You know, like if
Um,
it'll be worse for us if they. My point is, if it'll be worse for us if they lose to young boys, because Pep will be so furious. Like
the
he'll
guy
give
every
like a long, passionate speech.
the
You
guy
know.
every time in the press conference or in the post match conference, his body language seems to be like so salty, man. He was
Mm,
absolutely salty. Like
mm.
I ain't even surprised when I actually saw it. He will just he will just like talk like as if he's just playing mind games, you know. You already know
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. Who's your favorite manager, R10? I'm curious what manager style. I know we've got Ten Hag, but like who's your favorite manager?
Uh, for United or in general?
In general. Just
In general, in general.
yeah.
Um, managers. I mean, obviously Pep has done something, a lot of managers haven't done.
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
so I'll give him that. Um, uh, yeah, I can't pick one.
Yeah.
Name
Is
it.
uh,
who?
Unai Emery
no,
maybe for you?
Unai Emery.
Yeah, for me, so far it's at this season only. Based on I'm gonna say is Unai Emery.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean he's definitely gotten into a flying start with his
yeah. I think
Villa.
Spurs manager is doing
Yeah, and
something
just good man. Like
in terms of. I mean that we know this Spurs team and how many managers have gone through there
Mhm.
and not been able to do what he's doing so far. So I feel like he's figured out this team somehow, um, and is able to motivate them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So far, even the fact that they lost Kane didn't really affect the team that much. So I just feel like there's something there, but I'll wait
Yeah.
to
I
to
hear you. I
yeah.
hear you. Shay, you had Unai Emery at one point. Who's your favorite manager?
Ask Wenger because he's win us the Invincibles.
I knew you'd say
True.
that. To
That's
be
a
fair,
very good record. That
yeah.
is, yeah.
But you know what? To be fair, yeah. As much as people just really highly rate the Invisible team, but it is a really hard task to actually go 49 games unbeaten in such tough games.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. And
True.
it's funny like we just absolutely we we broke your streak, man. It had to be us. It's mad. It's mad thing.
Um, but so Shiv, who would you say is your favorite manager though?
Uh,
Oh, excuse
you
me.
can,
Bless you.
Sorry, I
you
keep
can
going off camera because I got the allergies and I keep having to sneeze like right now.
yeah. Yeah, yes, go ahead. Yeah, I was saying my favorite manager. Okay, in general, I will say actually in my lifetime when I actually start supporting United, it's always been Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah, me
The
too.
guy, the guy's in-game management is just insanely good, bro.
Yeah, actually, just
Word.
thinking because back then we didn't have social media and things like that, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
and just thinking about like how they won the treble and how like how he kept on winning. I just feel like
Mhm.
yeah, his man management, the way he got rid of Beckham and we're still performing. Ronaldo left, we're still performing. I
Mhm.
think the recruiting and everything was just kind of working well for him. And I think part of it is just his management. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was very involved in the recruiting. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Spot on, Arch. And like it's not just even about making a great team. It's about how do you keep maintaining that team to be great and realizing the things that are the rotten fruit, and you keep taking out the rotten one from the basket.
right,
You ever kept like avocados in a basket?
right,
and and you're trying to like make sure that like they can be that one that makes all the others like ripen too fast or like go bad
right.
fast, and so it's
Mhm.
like I don't know. I feel like that's a special skill set that
Yeah.
Sir Alex Ferguson had. But one thing for me that I love about Sir Alex Ferguson is his discipline, man. He's no
Yeah.
nonsense type of vibe like that. That is just on an like he's a disciplinarian.
Yeah.
This is like the little traits that I like about different managers. These Guardiola, obviously, I love his tactics. Carlo Ancelotti, I love his man management. He just has a way of just like he seems like he's Ole with like football IQ and all the tactical knowledge that Ole could ever have. But like the man management, Carlo Ancelotti already has that,
Yeah.
so it's like I'd like to be, I'd like him to be my boss, with somebody with his traits. What's his name? The Atletico Madrid manager, Cholo. What's his name? Simeone.
Simeone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love his passion. He has this like, way also of like connecting with his players to buy into his methods, and that just so like in sync, and just has a passion that's also similar to Bielsa as well. Like any manager that just squats for like a long period of time in a game and just intently focused in the game is like you have to have some kind of like crazy energy and concentration about yourself. Mourinho is a personality coach for me. I love this personality more than anything. You know, he just knows how to respond. He knows he's got the mind games that Pep wants to have, but more. You know, who else? Zidane is also like there's something kind of like very mysterious about Zidane for me, but I like the fact that he's also very it seems like he knows his tactics. Obviously he's still yet to prove it.
Because I think when he was at Real Madrid, because Real Madrid they had a because they had a
He's only
really
playing
really
at Real Madrid.
to be honest with you, their team is absolutely stacked. So
Yeah, it
this
had
is
Ronaldo, so that's exactly what I was heading. Is like I want to see him coach a team that doesn't have Ronaldo and really know about. Like I loved what like I remember like seeing Isco playing under Zidane, and Isco had like this free roaming role that like not a lot of managers employ that kind of system a lot. Like Isco could be on the left back position, and be on the right wing position in the same like within two phases of play apart, and it's just like I was just amazed and just seeing how he organized his teams and seemed to have like special roles for special players, and also was able to if he's the one that also helped Ronaldo become like transition from like winger Ronaldo to striker Ronaldo, that was like very central and not really like relying much on pace. I feel like Zidane kind of also helped mold that Ronaldo. So I have a lot of respect for. I mean, if you win the Champions Leagues that he won, you
yeah.
obviously have to you command a certain respect. So I like him. Arteta, Arteta is a weird one because I thought like he just copied Pep, but he's got something about him. He's got his own ideas too, you know.
Yeah.
He's got his own ideas, and he seems like, he's obviously he still has to grow and win some serious significant piece of silverware, you know. But yeah. Anyway, that's my spiel on just different managers. I don't know if anybody wants to say anything about any other manager.
Yeah, I always wondered how would Ferguson deal with the Sancho situation.
Oh, he would sell him. He would sell him.
Because I know
Luen, I'm gonna need you to chime in on this one, Luen. Yeah, Archie, that's a very good question.
I know media has changed, and how information is leaked and all that stuff. But I just wondered sometimes, like, how would he deal with this? Because I feel like Ten Hag was struggling with it a little bit. And to be fair, I think the media landscape has also changed, so maybe that has to do with it too.
I think Fergie would be like, uninstall the app.
Of course.
Uninstall the app if you want to play, man. This is the rule. Simple.
Yeah, because I remember when Rooney wanted to leave or something.
Yeah.
And Ferguson had to beg him to come back. I don't know how true that is, but I think at that point, he realizes not having Rooney, and not having a replacement for him, that's not gonna be good.
It's suicidal,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very, very good question, bro. Like, how would you think, like, Sashim, how would Fergie deal with Sancho, in your opinion? Hypothetically speaking, obviously.
Yeah, I think my opinion, like he like he will put like a Sancho on sale straight away. He will sell him. He's just gonna sin bin Sancho.
You'll be like, Sancho,
Get out of here, man.
yeah, one. Yeah, I feel like anything that threatens the leadership and authority of the chief person in charge, like it's a taboo in Ferguson's eyes. So, I'm on the camp that he would have already maybe even dismissed Sancho if we could afford it. Just say mutual termination of contract.
Yeah.
But it's
Could be that.
a few weeks left, though. This situation will be done.
Will resolve itself.
Hopefully by January we would have known what's the next move.
Remember when Ferguson sin bin the BBC?
Yes.
Yes.
Saw that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the best one. That was the best one I just saw.
No nonsense approach.
None of this would come to the press conference. Nothing.
Exactly.
He just literally slammed the reporter, man. Like, it's crazy, man.
Big up, Mark.
Yeah, bro, I'm back. Sorry about that.
We were just
just have
talking
one
about
thing to
managers.
say.
Who's your favorite manager?
Right now, Eric Ten Hag. What?
Okay, but Eric Ten Hag aside, and it's just a
Ancelotti.
general question about just managers, different styles.
Ancelotti.
Who?
Ancelotti has been the only other manager I've ever favored other than Sir Alex Ferguson has always been Carlo Ancelotti. Because other than Manchester, when I was growing up, I watched Milan, and Milan was amazing. People say Pep is like the greatest. I think he's not. I don't think he's edged Ancelotti yet. Ancelotti's had a treble. Ancelotti has won in every different league you could name it. He is not only he's won the Champions League more than Pep.
That is true, actually.
And he for the last couple of years he's dominated Pep. He's beaten him twice. So, like, in my opinion,
a lot of people say Manchester City is the best team in Europe, and I disagree. I think Real Madrid is the best team in Europe because Manchester
Oh,
City has only
they,
won one UCL in the last 7 years. Like, what's the
yeah,
argument for them being the
exactly.
best?
They Real
When
Madrid
people
have
say
won
that, I'm like,
14. They won 14 Champions Leagues.
not only that, but they won more in the last couple
Is it
seasons.
Dembele? Golazo 2-0! 2-0
Oh.
Usman Dembele with a sick
Finally,
left foot.
Oh
finally,
my God!
Dembele scored.
Man City 1-0
Yo,
up.
Newcastle is 1-0 down, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man City just scored.
Didn't I say Dortmund would score first?
Oh, Man City's up as well.
Man City just scored?
Yeah.
No one cares about
Yeah.
City.
No, come on, guys. What were we expecting? It's Man City. This is the young boys. Come on.
Man City is 0-0, bro. What are you talking about?
No, just a lot.
Notifications came up.
Oh, they
Oh,
just
who's
came
spreading
back.
this
The game
false
just
info?
restarted. Oh, they just scored, actually. Manuel Akanji.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, man.
Ange.
No, man.
What was he doing up
Akanji.
there?
I guess from the corner, probably.
Okay.
Wow,
Probably.
Usman Dembele. That was both the shots that Paris have scored is actually on the same corner, same height. It's just like you drive it on the ground, and they might know something about
Against
this
Nick
goalkeeper. Mike Magnan might have a weak spot. Oh, VAR goal check.
What
The
goal
mighty
is that?
VAR. The mighty VAR.
Yeah, Dembele's
Forward,
goal
forward.
is under review.
Oh, there's a
Forward.
foul before.
Yeah, it looks like them. Oh, that is harsh. Yeah, that's a foul.
Ooh, where's the cut?
That's a foul. That's a foul, referee.
So who's getting a card now? Because if they bring it back, they have to give a card. You know that, right?
Oh, they took. Yeah, it's not a goal.
Yeah. Well,
So I
nobody got a card though. They just disallowed the goal.
So I guess I guess Young Boy survives then.
Yeah. By the way, Ru, I missed your comment earlier on. Ru said after last night's goal from Maguire, I've taken the liberty to contact West Ham to let them know he's now worth 60 M's. Bro, that's
could be
funny.
possible. Could be possible.
Yeah, I agree with that shit. West Ham got to pay 40 M's now. He's scoring goals. I mean, he wasn't in form. You know what I mean? Like, you can't argue with 20 mil, 30 mil back then. He wasn't doing that.
Oh! All right, continue. Giroud just missed an open, goal, but it was the most acute angle ever.
Porto just equalized.
Taken that one.
Who would have thought Royal Antwerp would be leading Porto for entire 40 minutes? 1-0. Porto
They're
just equalized.
leading?
They were. Porto just equalized just now.
Okay.
Never mind.
What about Leipzig is still 1 goal up, and Celtic is still 2-1 up.
Celtic surely win this though, kind of. I wouldn't mind Celtic.
Dortmund about to put in a second. Oh,
Yeah,
I
Dortmund.
could do it. Dortmund put it in a second right now because we got to face Newcastle next week, so it would be good to demoralize them a little bit.
Oh yes, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah. I can't actually just imagine like Hummels going from Dortmund to Bayern Munich, and now he's back to Dortmund. It's mad.
Yeah, he's had a quite a career. He's switching from one op to the next op. Yeah.
No one done it better than
Did
David
Dortmund?
Beckham, bro.
Mm.
That guy went from Manchester to Madrid to PSG.
Yeah.
But that's a little bit better though. It's not like
Galaxy.
going from City. It's not like a Tevez type of move,
Yeah, that was.
Mbappe. Overcooked it.
Is it 3-0?
Get out of here, Kylian Mbappe. He overcooked that.
Bro, Milan is gonna come back.
Have
Milan is gonna
Dortmund
come
played?
back.
Oh my God!
Yes.
They disallowed the last goal, but this one they cannot disallow it. It is once again terrible defending by AC Milan. They literally lost concentration again. And how can you let this one? It's Man United-esque defending.
Bro, don't
That's
disrespect
stagnant,
Man
bro.
United like that.
From a
bro.
corner kick.
Don't disrespect our team like that, bro. Take that sign down.
They're just stagnant, bro. All PSG had to do was just stand there. And I think it is what's his name? Colomwani who scored, yeah?
Yeah, Maguire could have gotten that.
Wow.
Don't disrespect us.
Thank you. Like
Guys.
listen, guys. Stop exaggerating on how bad we're playing, guys. I'm not having that. We will have a debate on that tonight, bro.
Okay.
I know we're not playing well, but we're not that bad, bro. Like I've
Not
seen
that
worse.
bad.
I've seen
We'll see
Paris
on
Saint-Germain
Sunday.
against Newcastle, guys. Like you cannot tell me Paris Saint-Germain against Newcastle wasn't worse than Man United this entire season. Their defending was shocking. Their midfield was shocking. Kylian Mbappe was like, bro, it was like we took Luke Shaw and told him play left wing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what to do, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Have Dortmund played PSG?
Yeah, I think. Who was the
No, I don't-
teams in this group? Who Dortmund playing the opening game? Not Newcastle.
I think it might have been Milan. If I'm not
AC Milan. I think he played AC Milan the opening
Was
game,
it-
I think.
Was it like
Was it
1-1?
No, PSG play Milan in the opening game.
Young boys are back.
Yeah, but Dortmund has already played Milan. They drew 0-0.
Young boys equalize.
Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, young boys. Young
Yes. Come on, you young boys.
boys. Bro,
Come on. Elia.
do you guys-
That's his name. Who scored?
Guys, do you
His
actually
name is
remember
Elia,
like
bro.
Lingard just back passing
Elia.
young boys?
Say that again, Sashiv.
Elia.
Lingard's back pass towards a young boys player, and then he scored they scored a late winner.
Porto just scored a next goal.
Wow, I ain't surprised, bro.
Word. I got you. His name is Elia. Mishak Elia.
I don't even know him, man.
He's from Congo.
Oh, okay.
You are a liar.
He's a liar. Mishak Elia. I think that's how the European pronunciation of it.
Yeah, but he's from the Congo, right? DR Congo.
Yeah.
It's not a bad finish, too. I hope they win.
Come on.
Demoralize Man City before we play them Sunday.
At least my the team that I picked today is winning here. PSG is winning.
I'm feeling the burn tonight because I picked Milan.
Yeah, you picked me.
Bruh, I think AC Milan will go either probably Europa or I don't know. They might be out of Champions League. I think Newcastle will be through, most likely.
So it's PSG going through and maybe Dortmund or
It'll be close though. To be fair, it'll be close.
maybe Dortmund.
If Milan could equalize the game, then Paris will be on 4 points and they will be on 3 points. and Dortmund on 4, Newcastle on 4. That group will be tough. That group is down to the last game.
Wait, did Atletico Madrid equalize?
Yeah, they equalise.
Oh my god.
Oh,
God damn it.
PSG are about to annihilate Milan. Guys, PSG is about to kill. Killing Mbappe. Oh, that was close. Oh, wow. Wow.
This is Calamus on the break.
Yeah, I see Callum on the break,
Oh,
and
that's a very
he
yeah.
wasted it.
I should have just
Wait.
taken the shot. Oh my god.
Yeah.
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 Maybe he doesn't have a left foot.
I think basically Isak coming off is a big issue, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we want them to have issues before we play them. So
Yeah, that's good for us then.
If young boys could only get a sneaker second goal.
Mark, you want Pep to be really angry tonight.
Yeah, I want Pep get a yellow card tonight. I want him send him off. You know, he just started flip out when he losing. I want them to send him off, give him a touchline ban. Let the news media talk about Man City in a little controversy for once. Not
Surely Newcastle will score. What?
Oh my god!
This is just,
Who is this goalkeeper?
Who I have not seen this keeper before, but
Wow.
Is it Kevin Trapp? If it's Trapp,
no, it's
sorry.
Kobel.
Okay.
He's Swiss.
I need to see the replay. Yeah.
Newcastle,
Newcastle,
the forwards for Newcastle don't want to finish their dinner today.
Yeah.
They're full.
come Dortmund, score a second goal now. If only Dortmund could score a second goal, it would be lovely.
Oh, nice.
No.
Look at Gordon just cheering, man. Like
Gordon is feeling the hype. He's hyping himself up.
Oh, that's a good tackle.
Yeah, that's a good save from the keeper as well.
Yeah, he doesn't have a left, Wilson, man. Oh, come on. Man.
Leipzig 2-0 up.
That was amazing. Amazing save.
Ten Hag means signing this summer, just score for Leipzig.
Let's go, yeah. Wait. So is it Sesko or is it Simmons?
Xavi Simons just scored.
Oh, Simons, yeah.
It's Simmons.
My bad, you know. Got
Yeah,
that Trini pronunciation.
Simons. Yeah, that's all right.
No, I couldn't care less.
Nice. Newcastle really fighting for this goal.
Yeah, they're just looking to break through at the moment.
They've got Dortmund pinned.
Ooh, too much.
Too much sauce on that pass. That long stuff. Decent midfielder. Sean Longstaff. Okay. Crazy. Football is funny. The game with the most chances only has one goal. The game with the least chances has 2 goals.
That's what you call clinical finishing.
Exactly.
Guys, it's Killian. That's what you call Killian. Killy.
I thought you were talking about the game between Porto.
No, PSG Milan is the one that I have up on my screen in Milan. Oh, Pulisic.
Don't like him, but he's been playing well at Milan.
Right? But it's straight at Donnarumma. Yeah. Yo, so whatever happened to Keylor Navas?
He retired, I think. I don't know.
He was at last season. He was at Nottingham Forest, yeah, on loan or something.
Oh,
Or
yes. He played again. Yes, he had a very good game against us. How can I forget?
yeah, he made a lot of good saves against us.
Yeah.
But like,
How could I forget? Yes, Stephanie in the house is a big up puppy in the chat, and Caleb
man.
Navas is at Forest. Big up to Stephanie for that reminder.
He's still at
I was
Forest?
just thinking about Donnarumma, when he arrived at PSG and they had Navas in there, and it looked like the Arsenal Raya Forest, Raya and Ramsdale, thing again, but. Good thing Keylor Navas, left, because it feels like Donnarumma is a long-term project for PSG.
Yeah, Donnarumma is also kind of better.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
just think
Who's coming on? Is Adeyemi is coming on? Kareem Adeyemi is coming on.
Yeah, well, that's it there. Newcastle got to change the game because this fella have more pace than Kylian Mbappe.
Royce is coming off.
Yeah, he looks tired.
Game. This fella have blistering pace, guys. Adeyemi.
Yep, that's how you
Jacob
finish the
Murphy
game.
is coming
You
on
said,
as well.
Mark, did I hear you right? You said he's faster than Kylian?
Yeah, he is. I'm telling you.
I think so as well. Yeah.
When you see him take sprint, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Sandro Tonali is coming on as well.
Oh, I bet he's coming on.
No
I bet
problem.
he's coming on.
He said, "I bet he's coming on."
I bet he's coming on.
Tonali coming on the field, he didn't get a ban.
No, bro.
When is ban taking effect?
His agent has been covering for him. It might not come.
Penalty for who? Milan or Young Boys concede a penalty for a foul on Rodri.
So you're saying City got a penalty?
Yeah, I think so. The penalty confirmed VR decision. They're going to take the penalty now.
Oh my God.
Miss. Who's gonna take it?
Too bad young boys don't have Onana.
Right. Grealish. Oh no, it's Haaland. It's Haaland who scored.
Haaland will score, man. His pens are just.
He already scored.
Yeah, his pens are leaving.
Do you guys think Haaland overachieved last season? Because he's not looking the same, Haaland.
I don't think he overachieved really, but I just think that they are really missing Kevin De Bruyne because Haaland, if you give him a good supply, he's gonna bang in goals. That is true. Jadon Sancho lived 20 assists for 3 seasons off of Haaland.
Yeah.
right? Every season for 3 seasons before we got him, he was getting 20 plus assists, guys. And Haaland was the biggest recipient. So if you service that guy, he's gonna score goals. They don't have someone who's got that link up with him. Like all the guys, yeah, they're trying to find him, but they're not like Kevin De Bruyne. Like Kevin De Bruyne just knows when to give him the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
also, Man City is not the same team. They don't have like Doku is really good, but he is no Riyad Mahrez, if you know what I mean. And Riyad Mahrez and Gundogan contributed
Yeah.
more than 20 something goals last season. Like they are missing about 40 goals in their team right now. So Man City is on a change, on an evolution process.
Yeah.
They're gonna drop games. People need to hit them hard right now.
That is
Before January.
Manchester United. Take that hint, Mark.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not saying anything. I already said my bit about that game.
No, we definitely need to get them though. That they are the fact that there's no De Bruyne is just there's a chance. There's a
Yeah,
even
but
bigger
we got-
chance.
We got this game at the wrong time.
Like
I
I would
really
have
think-
Arjun, I would have wanted like to play an Everton first and then Man City, like or like a
Yeah.
Brentford type game. Just one more practice before we go to the derby because that performance we saw was not convincing. Big shout out to you, Shay. Good night, bro. Shay's out for the
Yeah,
night.
take care. Take care.
Take care, Shay. But to me, I'll be fair, guys. Has Man City blown away anyone this season? Look, I mean, they needed a penalty to score a second goal against Young Boys right now. So, like, in the last 5 games, this is not the same Man City of last season. So, like, in my honest opinion, they're struggling. I mean, they're finding the goals, but they're struggling. And yeah, we are struggling, but when we come up together in the derby, it's going to be a big game. It's just my thing is the refereeing of the game because Rodri's a shithouse, Bruno's a shithouse.
Yeah. He
But-
won't even. He won't even get the cards, bro. This guy.
Yeah, but I think they would quicker give Casemiro a card than give Rodri a card. You know what I mean? It's just my thing. Casemiro is back for that game, so I think we're gonna have a strong midfield. I think we're gonna give them a lot of problems. Like if Rashford starts and he doesn't score in this game, bro, he's done out here. He's done out here for me.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
I don't
it's
see why
it's
we-
it's getting to that point where it's like Ten Hag trying to playing him into form is not working. I think Kenny Ilion said Rashford should sit out 5 games, just have a refresh,
Yeah.
just reset.
Totally agree. Yeah. Totally agree with that. Like
Send him to
I'm hoping-
Amsterdam for a weekend, please, Ten Hag.
I'm honestly hoping he's for some crazy reason starts Garnacho in that game instead of Rashford.
Oh, please.
And I actually think he might. That's just my opinion. Because I'm seeing like I see him curse a lot on the field last night. Like I feel like people don't pay attention to when they see him, and he's like literally saying fucking shit.
Yeah. So how many more cussing can he do?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
If he picks
I-
Rashford, we're gonna be like, oh, Ten Hag must love cussing then.
yeah.
He's
Because
cursing players.
I mean,
out
I
all
do
the
feel bad for Garnacho last night. He should have buried that goal. If he had buried that goal, he'd seal the starting position.
time.
I don't feel bad for Rashford because it's like, in my opinion, like, bro, how do you not, like, that was your golden opportunity. You said you were going to kick on after the England game, and that was your opportunity to just bag him up. How do you overpush that?
True.
He gets enough chances, man.
Yeah.
How do you not take that tackle from the keeper to force a penalty? How do you not step in front of that ball? Why do you jump? You know what I mean? Those are the things that I look at and I'm like, what is really going on with this guy, bro? Like, you have to take one for the team. We're attributing to Sir Bobby in that game, aren't we? You are the most senior player in our squad at the moment. You're an academy player. No one in that team knows better. Knows so Bobby better than he does. Not even Maguire. So sometimes this is why sometimes I look at the players and I'm like, what are you guys really made of? You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah. They don't have the minerals. Joe Willock comes in for Jacob Murphy. Mediocre for mediocre, right?
Yeah, somebody was saying Jacob Murphy is better than Anthony, and I'm like, what? Wait for
Get out of
January.
here. He did have a good game, the last Newcastle game.
No.
The I think it was the
Hey,
last league game. Yeah. And
I just look at it like it comes with a Man United territory. You know, all our players are going to get the most scrutinized. They're not going to get any excuses because we're Man United, right? You know what I mean? Like they would make excuses for Arsenal players, for City players, Spurs. Everyone else will get excuses, but we won't. It's just a territory that we're in right now. You know what I mean? I said to Mick the other night, like, you know, most of these fans, most of these players, most of the media journalists who are fans of like Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Spurs, whatever you name them, they all grew up on their knees to Man United. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Must have been a tough life. I was a Man United fan, so I wouldn't know, but it must have been tough for them seeing us just win everything. You know what I mean? So
True.
it comes with the territory, guys. So it's gonna be hard for us, and we just have to strap in.
Yeah.
It's an uphill battle. It was always gonna be. It's like expecting if we win a title this season, like besides the Carabao Cup, I'd be surprised, and I'd take it as a pleasant surprise.
I think I fancy our FA Cup chances. What
I'll probably say FA Cup and just FA Cup, and we'll probably
Carabao?
we'll probably retain that.
Yeah,
We're the
yeah,
defending champions and Newcastle knocked out City. So that one we have a finger on the Carabao Cup again.
yeah, yeah. I think we will win against Newcastle. You know.
Yeah,
Listen, the one thing I remind everyone, right? Arsenal is doing well. I'm not trying to compete with them, but Arsenal doesn't have a history of maintaining cups and the league, right? They don't have that pedigree. So when they prove me wrong, I would be like Arsenal will definitely reach the semis in the UCL or something like that. But until then,
that's true.
I'm like they better hope they get out the group. You know what I mean? That win last night for them was just as big as for us because they lost to Lens already. They won 2 and lost 1.
I hear. Yeah, I also want to say, y'all's comments right here saying, actually, I would not mind dropping out of both FA and Carabao just to concentrate on the league with the number of broken players we got. Very
I
big
hear
point.
that.
We've been having
I hear-
injuries before the season, the 3-week games. You know what I mean? Before the hectic part of the season.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, but here's how I look at this thing, right? We're criticizing Ten Hag, but you know what? We're still in all competitions so far. You know what I mean? And we have a
yeah,
broken squad. We're out what? We're still out like what, 10 players? We got 4 back recently, so we still out like 10. I think by time January we'll be out but 2 players. We'll have back like another 6, 7. I think if we could maintain status quo, whether we have to scrape by, whether if it's ugly or not, as long as we get the points that we need to continue. Time January, we will have a new team, basically. You know what I mean? And who knows, we might get in 1 or 2 players. You know what I mean? I still hope Sancho would apologize because I think he's actually prime for our system right now. And if he was to be available, our team would look like 10 times better because he carries the ball well.
True.
that's
Yeah, it
true.
would have been really nice to see the chemistry between Sancho and Hoyland as well. Like I think
Yes.
there was potential there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the next thing is this is my only conundrum, right? Everyone is thinking, oh, Sancho's beef is with Anthony, right? But then why on FC24 he's a left winger? He's not a right winger on FC24. He's a left winger, right? And then when Ole Gunnar came out and spoke, he said, well, he signed Sancho, but the problem is he always want to play off the left. So when you look at it, when I look at those bits, I'm thinking, well, everyone is like, why is he a right? He wants to play off the left. Who plays off our left? Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, the line is long for left wingers at United. So
I don't think it's really long, bro. Like I said to you, right? Like since the season after Ronaldo bagged 24 goals, I was like, listen, sell Rashford, Jadon Sancho starts, we're a better team for it, right? We didn't sell him, he scored 30 plus goals, and now we're a worse team for it, right? People might disagree. I would look back to the other 7 seasons he had and tell me which one of those seasons he's ever supplied more than 10 assists in the Premier League alone, and tell me which one of those seasons he ever scored more than 17 goals in the Premier League. And if we're gonna say this player is amazing and he can't even get to 20 goals or 20 assists, like what are we really doing? It's like he's 26 now. He's been here for 9 years. Like I'm like, we're not even giving Sancho that time. We're not even giving Anthony that time. You see, fans already want Anthony gone. They want Sancho out. Sancho's been here for 2 seasons and 3 months, of which he only played, let's say, 20 games or 30 games for United. It's crazy. The guy's never played 10 games in a row. That's mad. He's had 3 games in a row max. That's mad. For his type of player, he's a player who's based on form. He needs to play games. He gets better the more games he plays, right? And it's mad. And I'm not arguing for him because I think what he did was bad. He should have just kept it to himself. Anthony was out. He would have had his chance. He would have been back in, slotted in, everything, and he could have proved the manager wrong. All big players in the past done these things. Now we cite all sorts of crazy things. And I won't say this one is crazy, but we know people said he had an issue with mental health, so that's different. But I think we give these players too many excuses now that we didn't give players of old, like Zidane and these guys, Thierry Henry and these guys. These guys, when these guys underperformed and their manager screamed at them and cussed at them and whatever, because we all hear the stories, guys. So this is real, right? They got back, worked hard, got their head down, and proved the manager wrong, right? They earned their stardom. These young stars, they entitled to it now. It's like we owe them something. They don't owe us anything because, if they lose tomorrow, they still getting their checks paid, and they getting paid elite salaries. So when people tell me the Glazers are at fault, I say, for what? Other than mismanagement of the club, they pay these players exorbitant money. They pay them the top at the elite level. So what excuse does these players have for performing the way they are? You know what I mean? I could blame Ten Hag, but he could only tell them to do so much at the same time.
Yeah, as you said earlier on, he doesn't have a controller. he's giving them instructions, and he's not really. It's not like he's playing. He's on the field. Yo, Sebastian Haller is coming on. Wow. Big shout out to Sebastian Haller. This guy had a lot of promise prior to being sidelined because of surgery.
Cancer. He basically had a cancer.
Yeah. He had a cancer thing that runs with his adrenaline through his brain and stuff. Like this Trinidad striker guy had this. His name was Stevie Seeley. Okay. And it's something, if you don't get it done right early, you can't even play football or exercise.
Wow. Yeah. It sucks when that happens to anybody, really. You'd never want that to happen to anyone. By the way, Kylian Mbappe just missed a glaring chance. He should have scored that. Oh, it hit the post. Fingertip save, and then the save. The keeper parried it. Mike Mayan parried it to hit the post, which is
By the way, has Moani always been playing for PSG? I thought he was in Germany.
He was at Eintracht Frankfurt last season.
Okay.
They signed him over the summer.
Forgot about that. Kansai is no joke, says y'all. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Real. Forgot when is Cancer Awareness Month, but we don't need that month to be for us to talk about it. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Kylian Mbappe, you should have scored. You should have made it 3. Haaland is stat padding right now. He's leaving you behind.
Haaland, how much goals Haaland have in the UCL? One?
You mean like this year or in general?
No. This season we're talking about. The season we're talking about in general.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No.
in general, he's already got more goals than Suarez in the Champions League. But I think this season, let me see, not even 2. It's not even 3. Yeah, that might have been his first. You're right.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Because I had a start up this morning on the news, well, this afternoon on the news I gave, right? Because when I was like, I'm not trying to say Højlund is comparable to Haaland. I was just saying like the 2 strikers coming up head to head in the game on Sunday, and Højlund has 3 Champions League goals, and he has 2 assists or something like that, and Haaland has no goals and no assists this season in the Champions League. So I was just a stat I put up, just not to say he better, just saying that they come in head to head.
Oh, Dortmund.
I hear what you're saying. To balance the stat conversation. By the way, shout out to GB who just joined us. We were just talking about Sebastian Haller going past the cancer hurdle in his life. So nobody's sick. I have a few allergies, but it's all good. Thank you for pulling up. Y'all says Newcastle, they did buy the cat in the bag this summer with Tonali, another dude with gambling issues, and he's out for 18 months. But he's playing.
He's playing at the moment, bro.
When does he start his sentence? I hope it's before Man United. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, but I think his sentence is supposed to be active tomorrow.
Really?
Because they just ruled it today. So maybe because they ruled it today, they allowed him to play. I don't know. Or maybe it's just for the Premier League.
Yeah.
And international football and not UEFA. So he might still play in the Champions League.
Yeah, I don't think Newcastle look like scoring, to be fair.
So no. He put in Tonali because he knows, he's like, well, if you're not going to be playing for 10 months, use up all the energy you have right now, Tonali.
I guess so.
It's another gamble by Eddie Howe.
Yeah, but he already got the international ban like 2 weeks ago because Italy banned him. I think it was the first week of this month on the 7th or the 9th or something like that. Italy banned Tonali, so that was already in place. I think the ban that everybody thinking coming right now is 12 months from club football. I'm not sure if it's from the Premier League alone, but I think it was. I see Fabrizio posting about it. I didn't really watch it, but just wondering if it goes into effect on a certain date and it's not today, because I think he already got 10 to 12 months ban or something like that from club football.
Yeah, it's a bad time for Newcastle. Losing Tonali because of gambling, losing Isak to injury, and now losing to Dortmund 1-0. There's 7 minutes left. 6 minutes left with added time. Let's see.
Dortmund are just defending for life at the moment.
Right?
Wait,
So who's going for Ivan Tony in January?
I hope we don't even go near that dude.
Really?
Yeah, his ceiling is maxed out already. He's not getting any better anytime soon. He's what you get is what you get. That's it. And
Ivan Tony is
there's just
maxed out.
yeah. Like bro, like Ivan Tony's what
Explain
28?
that, fam.
He's 28 or 29, guy. When is he gonna get better? Like I forget. Like Ronaldo. I mean, he's not Ronaldo like level. He's not Messi level. So when is he gonna get better? He's 28 or 29, something like that already, right? So I mean, Harry Kane has reached his peak. He's in his last. You know what I mean? It's only downhill from there. So like I that's why I prefer. I know since we were in a rebuild, right? I preferred that we don't buy Harry Kane for 100 million. I prefer we buy two young strikers to develop because it's a rebuild. You know what I mean?
that's true.
Okay.
So like it
Fair
all
point.
depends on the context. We're in a rebuild. Like maybe we might need. We have an experienced striker in Anthony Martial. Like we already know that Hoyland is going to get 60 to 70 minutes every single game, if not 90. Right? If we buy Ivan Tony, how much minutes is Hoyland going to get? So we're going to bench Hoyland for Ivan Tony.
PSG
Oh.
got 3.
Paris made it 3 as the
Oh,
troisième.
Newcastle just hit the post. Ironically, Newcastle just hit the post.
Wow.
Whew.
Oh Lord, Newcastle.
Only if young boys could score equalizer right now.
No, young boys can't score an equalizer because City is 3-1 up. Haaland scored again.
Wow.
He heard you talking, Mark. He said, "What?
What? Don't worry, you'll see what on Sunday.
Hold my beer."
You'll see what on Sunday. You will see on Sunday.
Rolls Royce Varane is going to pop it in though.
Lee Tang in. Just scored for.
Who are Newcastle playing this weekend?
Who's Newcastle playing against? I don't know.
Let me see. I think they're playing. Oh, Wolves away.
That won't be easy for them.
I feel where they're playing away at Wolves.
Yeah, they're playing away at Monleo.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
The Mullen no ground. Yeah, I feel like Wolves might edge them in that game. It will be a tight game because Pedro Neto in real good form.
Neto is just a king of assists at the moment so far.
He's flying
GB, I said that earlier, bro. Like I said the same thing you're saying right now. You know what I mean? Like I want Rashford to be dropped, bro. Like I've been calling for this guy to be dropped since game 3 this season.
Should we get somebody in January? You know, I don't know.
I think we're gonna get Marcos Leonardo, and I think everyone would love his addition to our striking lineup. He is everything Julian Alvarez is, but he's a bit faster and a bit more physical. And he's from Brazil.
Yeah, give me a proper Brazilian because I need to ship Anthony off back to Brazil.
Come on now.
Yeah, Papi's joining that slander train. That's why I came on tonight to keep it balanced. You know, I have to talk about Rashford. So
I'm just poking you, Mark. I know.
Yeah, I know.
But the way
but
I
you
just
know,
thought
guys,
about,
like you want to know something? I really was hoping that we might have gone for Benjamin Sesko. I like his profile a lot. I think he has a similar profile to like Lewandowski. He's tall, very, very good on the ball. He could dribble. He has a different style. He has a style of a small forward, you know, but he's a big guy. So
I hear you. Yeah, I mean, but we've got Hoyland.
Yeah, I mean, but
Would you
when you buy
trade Haaland for
strikers,
Sesko? Is that what you're saying?
no, I wouldn't trade him. I'm saying I would buy Sesko to come to
As
play
well.
to rotate, because I think when you
Gotcha.
buy strikers, you don't want two strikers who do the same thing. Because if they do
Gotcha.
the same thing, then you can't change the game. You want to change the game in different points. This is why I think Ericsson does his best work off the bench, because he
Mm.
could read the game for the first half and see what he needs to do when he comes in. And no matter what the coach tactically does, Ericsson is going to
Mhm.
break that, because he's observing the
Mhm.
game as it goes on. So he's watching the players and getting their weakness. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
So
wish we had like 2 or 3 more Ericssons in the team, man. People who are
Oh,
just technical and just. I feel like Amrabat could be that guy, but I just, sometimes
nah,
we rush the game too much.
I
And
don't. I
just
think sometimes we take too long on the ball. Sometimes, because like, okay, like certain players, they need the ball early. It's better for the game. It's better for their game, right? Like Hoyland, he needs a winger who's gonna feed him earlier, right? He needs to get that
Mhm.
ball swinging in early from like 40 yards out, swinging in into the top of the box above the penalty where he's attacking. Like Marcus Rashford waits for him to set in the box before he tries to pass sometimes. So he has to pass it like that low ball or in between the 6 yard, and he makes it a bit difficult. So
yeah.
Mhm.
it's like
Mhm.
But
you,
I think my
if
point, yeah, yeah. I
I
was thinking
understand.
mostly in possession, like we always like turn over the ball all the time and just lose possession. I feel like everything we try to do is a rush instead of
Yeah,
like really.
I'm more with you on this one, Artem. Like I feel like we rush a lot more than
I
take
mean,
long
in
this
what in
season.
what pers- in the perspective in what perspective are you saying that? Because are you saying that based off of how City does it or how Arsenal does it?
No,
Because I think
how Man
No,
United when we build
well, I
up
do
when it's
think
not.
I'm not disagreeing with that. We lose the ball a lot,
uh,
right? I'm not
mm,
disagreeing with it. I'm thinking maybe, as he said, Amrabat, right? I was thinking maybe Kobe Mainu is really that guy, because I think Amrabat is a really good destroyer, and he keeps the game simple. I'm not
mm,
expecting Amrabat to be that player that's gonna spread the passes all over the place like
Mm,
he's Ericsson. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going there.
right, right.
Amrabat is more of a simple destroyer that could hold the ball, carry the ball. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking Kobe Mainu is maybe the guy. He's the Ericsson upgrade, because
mhm,
if you look
mhm,
at him play for the under 18s and the way he played yesterday against Copenhagen under 18s, he does that Ericsson role, and I think he does it better than Ericsson because he's more mobile. He's all over the field, you know.
Mm.
So
mhm.
I'm kind of one of the fans that are hoping that he gets some game time really soon. I know a lot of people think that the youth need time and time. I think sometimes when they're showing that mature game, it's better to give them more game time so they learn whether or not they have to fight or not. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? When they reach in a situation, you don't want them to quit, right? You want them to learn from experiences. And if they are going to become world class, they have to play at the highest level. And if we take an example from Barcelona, they're using a 16-year-old who just benched Rafinha, right? He's
Mhm.
16 years old and he's starting every game, and he's like their game changer.
Yeah.
So in some instances, I understand that young players need to develop, but the only way players can
Right.
develop is if they're getting game time.
Yeah. But sometimes I also feel like it's really tough for the young kids when they're introduced when we have crisis. Like when we're trying to learn, trying to kind of develop a style of play and or try to win a game or because there's so much injuries. I feel like it also stunts their development because they're not being being
Oh,
introduced when.
Newcastle just
Oh,
came close again.
whoa! Sorry,
Again,
guys.
bro. It's the second time in 3 minutes that hit in the post.
Twice. Oh my god.
St.
They,
James's
they,
Park, man, is on. It's
they,
tense right now.
they
Come on, Come on, Dortmund. Hold out,
Is it?
Dortmund.
You just need to hold out.
Is
I
it
understand
handball?
what you're saying, my bro. Like at the
Mhm.
same, I understand what you're saying, and I I see the logic in it, but again, like you, like if we use the example of diamonds, right? You don't get diamonds like if you just stick your hand in the sand. You know what I mean? You get diamonds, you gotta dig through all
That's it.
different types
I think
of stone to get to it. You know what I mean? Like
yes,
you
that's
gotta
it.
throw
It's
these kids in.
Dortmund. Yes, Dortmund just won.
Yes. So you want these guys also to develop in the good times, but you also want them to be able to face the hard times because when it comes their turn, what they're gonna do if they've never faced a tough situation, are they gonna be able to do that? What 2 years from now? I don't know. So for me, it's like these guys go to academies. It's not like they're playing on Sunday league once a week. They're training twice a week, and they just moved up to a big club. These guys are doing it for as a life choice, as a professional. So whether they're like 16, 17, 18, this is a choice that they made for their lives. They want to be professional footballers. So like, I mean, you're saying you're protecting them, but are you really hampering their development by keeping them back because you don't think like the game is easy enough for them to come in and enjoy the game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it works both ways. I don't think all the young players could be thrown into situations like that. I think some of them they have to have a certain level of maturity in the football IQ as well, not just the technical ability. So in that sense, yeah, I could agree with you, but in the other sense, I could say, well, maybe some players fall outside of that range, like Garnacho. You know what I mean? He's ready.
Yeah,
Like he needs game time, in my opinion.
exceptional.
Like he needs game time. Kobe Mainoo needs game time. I think if he was not injured, he'd be already getting game time. That's just my opinion. And I mean, like, I really like Alvaro Fernandez too, but I don't know how he went out unknown. I think he's even better than Serge Reguilon, in my opinion.
That's a tough one. With Reguilon, me, I'm excited to see how Luke Shaw responds to Reguilon's competition because I think this game versus City is gonna be a good test to see what's Reguilon's real capacity. Does he have the capacity or no? You know.
When I watched his game last night,
Yeah.
he in my opinion, he drops a 7 out of 10 every game because he gives energy. He's consistent in good defensive positions. He's consistent with the attack. He's up and down, and sometimes he's around the field. So last night probably was like a kind of I might say like some people might say a 6 or a 5. I think for his first game back from a muscle injury, it was a decent game.
Yeah.
I can't really fault him too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I've seen him push himself harder before. So I know once he's fully fit, he's going to be about it.
You could see that, yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
It's one of those. We'll see. For me, one thing that's exciting about him is he has the ability to whip in and cross. I remember being a little bit like, I was sad that Alex Telles didn't work out, but I really liked Alex Telles's like he has a cross that he used to do before he came to Man United, and I don't think he ever really did it at Man United. From deep, finding your target. It takes a certain player to be able to get the right lift on that ball, and I think Reguilon has that capability. We'll see as obviously he gets more game time. We'll learn more about him. But anyway, guys,
go ahead. Ready for Sunday.
Oh yeah. Oh, man says Haaland getting ready for Sunday. That Haaland goal that he just scored, the second one, forget the penalty. It makes me very, very nervous. Very nervous. Very nervous. You guys should see it if you haven't seen it yet. Erling Haaland is catching form at the wrong time. I think he's now made it how many goals? 37 goals and 33 appearances in the Champions League. So
good for him.
Yeah, the 23-year-old is on fire now.
I'm not worried about that because I've seen some strikes from my forward, and I think Edison is going to be. I think if Edison is exposed to some shots from our striker, it's going to be a worse game for him because Edison is really good out from the back, but shots close, low, below his waist, far away from him, he's really susceptible to those things. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the game goes. I'm not gonna be like, oh, Man United is gonna drop them up or anything like that. But I don't think City's gonna drop us up. They haven't been in great form. If I watch this game, look when they scored in the 90th minute when they subbed the defender who was keeping Haaland at bay all game. That defender come off. 10 minutes after they scored the second goal. 10 minutes after that, they scored third goal. So look at it like this, right? Manchester United is a derby game. We are definitely better than Young Boys, right? And our defense has been looking good in the last 2 games, more sure than bad. You know what I mean? And I think they're gonna all be up for that game on Sunday. It's not a game that we're gonna have to worry about if they're gonna show up. They're all gonna be coming in hot. It's a derby game. You know what I mean? And
Man,
like
I
Stephanie
know
says,
what you mean. I hope the Man United players know what you mean.
but if you
I
check
wonder
this
who has
stat out,
Haaland duty.
yeah, but if you check this stat out, I think it might scare you, you know. But if you ever check this stat in the last couple of years when we meet City, we always get more chances, big chances in the first 10 minutes.
The stat that y'all put in the chat is the one that scares me. 7 goals in the last 5 games, I think, says y'all. So it's like, bro. and is it gonna be Harry who's gonna be assigned to Hoyland to Haaland?
There's no way. 7 goals in the last 5 games. I don't think that's right.
Well, y'all said I think. So
no, but for City, when he scored, he didn't score in 2 or 3 games for City in the last 2 or 3 games he played. He didn't score against Arsenal. He didn't score against they lost against Wolves. I don't think he scored. I think it was Alvarez.
Versus Wolves, yeah, it was Alvarez who scored. You're right. Yeah, maybe I have no idea where y'all got that stat from, but maybe, just maybe, it's also including the Carabao
Champions
Cup.
League, Carabao Cup and Champions League.
Carabao Cup, he didn't score. Isak scored. That's the only goal of the game.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, that stat is not correct. So
I need some fact checking. Yeah.
I'm not trying to bring him down. He's dangerous.
No.
I said,
Yeah.
If you supply him with the proper service, he's lethal, right? Very, very lethal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just my opinion is that if we can cut the supply, there's no Kevin De Bruyne, so we have a little bit of an advantage in cutting the supply because there's only so many that could supply him. My problem is Phil Foden. He seems to come alive in games against United every season. That's my problem.
When he receives the ball and turns, man, I'm always worried about that kid. But yeah.
But Amrabat against him this time, then I might not be that worried because I think Amrabat has enough dark arts to deal with Phil Foden. You know, he clumbers into people. He makes that clumbering kind of bump into you sometimes, and you don't get a foul for it, but it's a free kick.
I hear you. Well, let's look at real quick, just briefly, like go through the results from the Champions League games today. We saw obviously Dortmund beat Newcastle 1-0, and that was a fight till the very end. What's his name? I forgot what you said his pronunciation was.
Micha.
Felix Mika.
Yeah,
that's the guy who scored, and yeah. Newcastle were unlucky. I think hitting the post over, I think 3 times for the moments that I caught. That is really unlucky. That's really unlucky. But at the end of the day, Group F looks like this. It looks like the group of death is being led by PSG with 6 points, Dortmund 4, Newcastle 4, and AC Milan with 2 points. The only team, by the way, guys, in the Champions League, the only teams that have 9 points is Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Barcelona, and as well as Man City.
As expected, to be fair.
Not surprising, right?
You know what? Barcelona have literally like the easiest group. Not just
No, bro. City has the easiest group. Who's in City's group?
Leipzig,
okay, yeah. City is Leipzig, Young Boys, and Red Star.
All right, Red Star. Who anyone is beating, bro? Red Star and Young Boys are like guaranteed. It's like a fight for who's going to Europa between those two. I'm being honest, man. You know
I
what I
think they
mean?
were already talking about Europa
They're both-
before the first
they're
game
both
of
on
the
1
Champions
point.
League.
Exactly. So it's like
Yeah.
let's see City in a group with PSG, with PSG, Napoli, and like Porto or something. You know what I mean? And then tell me they want to.
Barcelona is the one that has Porto, Antwerp, and Shakhtar. You know, so two kind of heavy teams. Porto and Shakhtar are good. They're really good.
And to be fair, I think Antwerp scored first in all the games they played. So they're not playing bad football.
Yeah, but at the moment, I think Antwerp is the only team in the Champions League, as well as Benfica and Union Berlin, with 0 points. Everybody else has managed to get a draw, at least, you know. So
I'm happy
yeah,
for Benfica.
I mean, say what?
I'm happy for Benfica because
You're happy for
come
Benfica
January-
that they have 0 points.
Yeah, because I mean, I want one or two of their players this summer, probably even in January. I would like to get Antonio Silva. I would like to get João Neves.
Yeah, actually,
You know what
I
I
heard
mean?
about that.
So like,
Okay.
if they're doing shit, it makes it easy for us to get these guys. You know what I mean? It's just like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair point.
I think they know they're the only, those teams are for sure not gonna most likely go through. For sure, not most likely. You get what I'm saying? It's like
Well, I
they
mean, think about it like this: there's 9 points still up for offer. So on the flip side, if teams that were doing bad suddenly win all their games, they are 9 points. It's a weird one. Like the thing with the Champions League is the when it goes on a break, because like I think after the next game it goes on a break for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then it resumes, and then we have the round of 16 after, right? Something like that, right? So like it's those breaks, man, because like I mean like some of the groups are kind of more predictable, right? But like in the look at Newcastle. Newcastle is fresh off a thump in a team 4 the week before they hit a team 8. They slapped 4 at PSG. They just lost 1-0 to Dortmund. Dortmund could come back and win against PSG.
Yeah. Even though I feel like PSG is the most balanced we've ever seen right now, I'm skeptical that Dortmund could beat PSG. But I hear you. Anything can happen.
PSG is on top of the group. That's what's crazy.
PSG is top in the group, man.
They
are,
got
and a resounding 3-0 over AC Milan is going to give you more and more confidence. The way Mbappe is in sharp form. What's the guy? The guy in the middle, Zaire Emery. He that French boy.
Like,
he's only 17 years old.
Yeah, I would love. And
he was the standout player for PSG. I mean, Mbappe had some nice flicks and stuff, but Zaire Emery he's actually the guy who was making this midfield tick, you know.
Yeah.
For PSG.
You know, a lot of guys last week on different channels was talking smack about Zaire Emery and how what the coach, what's his name, Luis Enrique, is crazy.
Enrique, yeah.
When they got slapped in Newcastle. I wonder what they're going to say tonight about Zaire Emery.
Right. GB, by the way, earlier on said, this is you, Mark. I think me say them coming in hot, men them shot. Men them firing
hot. Firing them shot.
Exactly.
He's definitely watching shutters, bro. Definitely.
Oh, see, Mark, old Italian men know the reggae. Foden is a local lad stock for.
I think I just heard he's from I think probably he's from Stockport. I think.
Big up to you if you get the reference from Mark, from GB. Sorry. I saw 3 little birds. Shout out to Manchikushna as well, saying Santi Jimenez. Put some respect on his name. He had a Champions League debut today, and almost went home with a hat trick.
Who is he playing for?
Feyenoord.
Feyenoord, yes. And he is somebody that what's his name? Manja Kushner really has been singing about this guy, saying, "Come
Santi
on,
Jimenez.
get this Mexican lad. He's only 22 years old and he's got
Santiago
so much
Jimenez.
potential."
Oh, now I know who he is. I know who he is. I was thinking
Santiago
about him. Yeah. He
Jimenez.
He plays in the CONCACAF for Trinidad, so I know him. I see him a lot. I watch him play, so I now know who he is because there's two Jimenez, right? So I thought he was referring to the other Jimenez, which is that Portuguese Jimenez dude.
Or
No.
Raul Jimenez. Yeah, you thought it was him.
Yeah. No. We're
Yeah,
talking Santiago.
This young guy, he's a gem, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's better than Chicharito was.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
You it's funny you say that because I said the exact same thing to my friend the other day, and obviously we're making the Chicharito comparison because they're both Mexican, but it was just like, man, this guy's got potential. You wanted Sesco, I wanted to put in Jimenez in there to work with Hoyland,
So here's the problem with that. We're gonna end up getting in between because I really think because we were supposed to get Roma bid 23 million in the summer for Marcos Leonardo, right? But he told them no, he was going to Manchester United because we were bidding for him. But so I think that's the striker we're gonna get in January because he's available, and I think we're gonna get him for less than 20 million. It's all about the price.
Yeah.
That Jimenez kid, if we go in for him, Feyenoord is going to definitely want something like 30, 40 million.
Yeah, especially if he keeps on scoring braces in the Champions League, his price is going to keep going up.
Exactly.
So, yeah, on that regard, it's Feyenoord versus Lazio. It ended up as 3-1. Obviously, Santiago Jimenez and this guy called Zerouki also scored for Feyenoord. And
against Napoli?
No, against Lazio.
Okay. Lazio ain't too
Don't
bad,
worry.
Like they're a weird team.
Ratcliffe's got the peas.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
And then we also saw.
What piece?
Sorry, what did you say? What did you say, Mark? I don't want to cut you off.
He said Radcliffe got the piece, but the dude offered 4 billion for Chelsea. He can't even offer 4 billion for United, bro. Like the 1.5 billion that he's spending, right? I don't know if you guys know, but it's not considered investment because he's buying the shares from the Glazers with their personal shares, right? Which means the money has to go directly in their pocket and cannot be reinvested into the club because it would be considered fraud. So he has to have excess money besides that 1.5 billion to invest in the club, else there's no money coming in.
So just a seat at the table.
Just a seat at the table, but he's not even going to be in control, bro. So like, what are we doing? Like, he's paying 1.5 billion to sit next to Joel Glazer
and eat the buffet with
and eat the buffet. But Joel Glazer is still co-DOF. Think about that. What is he really
you're
getting?
saying he got ripped off.
I'm saying whatever they're saying is bullshit because, like, they're saying he wants full control of Sporting, but he's not getting that. Which businessman, which company that a businessman could invest 25% and get majority control of any part of the business? It's madness.
Madness. Anyway, continuing the conversation about Group E, we said Celtic and Atletico Madrid drew 2-2. Obviously, I think there was a red card, I believe, in that game. I just don't know who got sent off. On the screen, there was a red card, but on these records, there isn't. What's going on? Anyway, the point is Griezmann and Morata scored, and Palma and Furuhashi from Celtic scored.
Yes,
and that leaves Group E with Feyenoord being top of the group with 6, and then Atletico Madrid being second. Oof.
Atletico Madrid got a red card.
Atletico Madrid had a red card. Surprising.
Rodrigo de Paul got a red. Rodrigo de Paul got red.
Ah.
So it's literally another Rodri getting sent off. Rodri.
No, for real.
The
And I
Paul.
think I think we talked about Group F already, saying the standings as PSG on top, Dortmund second, Newcastle third. Both Dortmund and Newcastle have 4 points, and AC Milan is at the bottom of the table. But Mark said anything can still happen.
Yeah,
Do not
it's
rule.
on a point, right?
AC Milan have 2 points.
They have 2 points. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
So if they win 3 games, that's 11 points.
that's 11.
Yeah, that's true. Though.
Well, listen, most of their games remaining are in the San Siro, not so?
Let us
told you.
see.
Yeah, they play PSG next week.
Yeah,
Week.
they're gonna play
Yeah.
PSG at home. Yeah.
PSG is not winning that San Siro game. I'm
It's
just
gonna
saying
be.
now. You listen. The one thing you have to say about Milan in the San Siro, you really walking into hell. The Galatasaray game is nothing, but if you ever been to the San Siro, my bro,
It's an atmosphere, huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it's
Coliseum style
really good
stadium. It's got
atmosphere as
6 tiers, bro. It's huge. Remember, it's Inter and Milan. They share the stadium.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
By the way, we missed a joke from the Executioner saying Feyenoord is at the top of the group now thanks to that guy in ISIS, Simeone drawing to Celtic. Football terrorism at its finest. That's funny, Executioner.
good luck for Atletico, bro. I want to see them in what? Not even in Europa, bro. Let them go straight out. Straight out.
What's the one afterwards?
It's disgusting watching them play football, bro. Especially when they play against United, bro. Like,
No,
it's
Mark, I like that they play a different style and show that football can have different philosophy, you know. And I get it where football is going nowadays, the overlapping fullbacks, the high tempo, blah, blah, blah. But like sometimes it's nice to have just a variety of representation of ideas where some people think defense first before attack, and some people think attack first before defense, or attack is a way of defense. It's like all those schools of thought are valid in the game, and I like the variety.
Oh, I thought Simeone think just rough them up and get them off their game. That's what I think.
It's a system of violence.
He's like, these are Simeone's violence principles,
Bro, did you see Simeone play football, bro? Like, that guy was one of the nastiest players on the planet. Like, he was like the evil.
Yeah.
Like, he's the guy who got Beckham a red card.
Right? Actually, yes.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Yes.
That antagonized him.
Executioner says insomnia cure should be an Atletico Madrid.
Oh, bro. That should be in their flipping jersey, to be honest.
Bro, that's a foul, bro. He's the Executioner talking about the Atletico Madrid jersey, bro. That's a red card. Red card.
All right. Let's keep it going. Leipzig and Red Star. We talked about that 3-1. Simmons, Olmo, and Baum scoring for Leipzig, and Stemnik. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Whatever. Oh, Stemnik. Yes, that's true. Stamenic. All right. And then we saw Young Boys lose to Man City 3-1. Haaland brace, Akanji obviously scoring, and the guy from the Congo, Mishak Elia, scored. And then also Group H has Barcelona winning 2-1 versus Shakhtar. And it was, Barcelona has been cooking with these young boys, They got Torres who scored today, and then Lopez scored. But this Lopez kid is only 20 years old. There's another young talent, Spanish talent from the Barcelona La Masia. It's crazy.
Remember, guys, Barcelona is this is just my opinion. Xavi decided, you know what? I'm going to take all these academy players The ones who I think are ready, and I'm gonna start to play them and get them ready because at the end of the season,
Bro.
I think Barcelona needs to sell like 10 players at the end of the season because I think they're in massive, massive debt. And then with that case they have looming for match fixing. Yeah, I think they're losing a lot of players this season. So they're just trying to get these guys ready so when they lose those players, they could come back up because if that happens, they're gonna get deducted points, they're gonna get stripped of titles. It's gonna be bad, bro.
Yeah, it's wild. Does anybody have anything else to add about Barcelona? Sasheva R10?
Do they have a player in Brighton or something?
Yeah, they have
Ansu
Ansu Fati.
Ansu Fati, yeah.
Yeah, it's a wild. Like I feel like their academy is the most productive academy in the world. Guys, take a quick look at this. Look at the young talent that's coming out of Barcelona, real quick. Yamal, Gavi.
See that young man, that number 21, Abdi Pele, I think his name is.
Yeah,
Update.
Real
Yeah.
bad. Now he gonna be a problem. And that number 16, Yamal Lamine, that's the one who I tell you scoring right now. Man,
Yeah,
he's 3 games in a row or something like that for Barcelona in Spain. Set a record, youngest player ever to score for the national team in Spain, to score in La Liga. I think in Champions League too.
Yeah. Machikushina says hint hint. Frankie De Jong loading, Mark. if you're serious that they actually have to offload Frankie come home.
Why you think I'm talking about it, guys? Because like let me be real out here. Like when people tell me, oh, Ten Hag was obsessed about Mason Mount, I look at them and be like, so who is Frankie De Jong? Like we did that's his only obsession, in my opinion. And if we get that cheat code, guys, sit back and watch.
Oh, Ten Heisenberg will cook. By the way, streets are saying Leo Yo-Yo is a Barcelona fan. That is foul. That is foul, Machikushna. If you don't know what Machikushna is talking about, Leo Yo-Yo won the Friday happy hour, and that particular happy hour we were particularly focusing on pictures of footballers when they were young, and Leo Yo-Yo had an exceptional knowledge of just like recognizing, and being able to call out a player and be like, that's the teeth of this player, or like, you know what I mean, and be like, so anyway, but shout out to Lil Yo-Yo, man, reckless delegate. Anyway, the last I think group that we did not talk about is Group H. Oh, we did Barcelona and Shakhtar. Oh, Porto versus Antwerp. Porto won 4-1 today.
4-1.
The only hat trick scored in round 3 is by this guy called Evanilson from Porto.
Yeah, he's a Brazilian guy, pretty nice striker. Like he plays for Brazil as well. Like he's done pretty well. He was the second striker to Marcos Leonardo at the Olympics. And he's pretty physical. Like I think he was at Tottenham last season or something.
Really? Evanilson?
Yeah. Is it that am I getting him wrong with Vicinos or something like that? I probably mixed him up with Vicinos.
I think you're talking about Carlos Vinicius, maybe.
Oh yes,
maybe.
Yes.
But this Evanilson kid, he's pretty good. He's decent. Like he's more of a Hoyland type, but a Brazilian. Like he's got some flair with it, but he's more
it looks like his primary position is center forward. Yeah, he's never come to the Premier League. He's been only on Porto and Tombense and Fluminense, and so he's a new kid in the block. But wow, a hat trick in your Champions League match. Big up to him.
I think they wore down Antwerp because Antwerp scored the first goal and was really in control of the game for the first half, and then Porto came back.
Came back to score 4. What a way to end it.
I think Porto is a UCL winner. They're a big team.
Yeah. Those are all the groups. Why am I missing some group? Oh, of course, because the other groups played yesterday. We saw Man United win, Galatasaray lost to Bayern Munich, and so forth. Arsenal won 2-1 to Sevilla, Lens drew to PSV 1-1, and Real Madrid won 2-1 to Braga. Oh, by the way, do you guys see Jude Bellingham score again? It wasn't a tap in.
I wasn't even surprised.
No, like
Guys, there's a new Ronaldo in town called Jude Bellingham.
no. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
No, Mark.
Don't
His numbers are
Don't do
crazy,
that.
fam.
No, bro. 20 years, bro. 20
That is
years Ronaldo
early to
did
be
it. Don't
fair.
disrespect him, bro. 20 years in a row. I haven't seen young top players we talk about do it for 2 years back to back, bro. Like let Jude load. Let Jude land.
Okay.
Let him get to
Here's
the
the
end of
thing,
the
man.
season.
I kind of wanna say this about what you're saying. So this thing about using Ronaldo and Messi's longevity as a yardstick, I don't think we're ever gonna see players that have that kind of longevity.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying is that when you jump, maybe I would say Jude Bellingham is a better Ricardo Kaká right now, like a younger version, better version of Ricardo Kaká. Because then, if I go say like, bro, he's better than Ronaldo, bro, he hasn't hit 60 goals for 40 goals yet.
True.
Like Ronaldo at United was banging in goals from 40 yards out, 60 yards out, bro. He was back.
Yes.
When he walked past the half line, you have to brace as a goalkeeper, bro. You have to be ready because it was coming.
True.
So you got to be really phenomenal, bro. Like I still can't even say, well, Kylian Mbappe, bro. Like I mean, everyone he says he's so great, but like Ronaldo and Messi level, bro. He and Haaland, they are not ready. They are different kind of top player. You know what I mean? They have different. It's different. They are top right now, but it's different to the way Ronaldo and Messi was, bro. So like, I can't really compare them to Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah.
You know, like
Manchikuzna says, I just realized Jude can't do the CR7 or MJ23 thing because those initials are
JB.
GB says Barca can afford to play youngsters. The league is so weak. They aren't under any real competitive pressure, which is true.
It's kind of factual. Like the Spanish league doesn't get it like the British league. You know, each British team gets 100 million. You know, because of the money that's spent from the Sky Sports. I say if it doesn't work like that in Spain, let's say Barcelona, Madrid get 40% and the other teams share 60%, so they get way less, so they can't keep us competitive. So I hope like something changes with Spain, maybe, you know, but at the end of the day, they have to have more viewers as well. So you know what I mean? They can't complain that they don't get the viewers when they don't get the viewers. You know what I mean? So they need to do better with that. Because if they can't, then it's not justifiable for them to get more money from viewing rights, you know.
I hear you. We've talked about everything except Group D. Inter Milan 1-2-1 versus Salzburg, and Benfica lost 1-0 to Real Sociedad.
Sanchez scored as well.
Oh yeah, that was Alexis Sanchez scoring the first goal for Inter. It's nice to see him back in the fold, and that was actually a really good goal that he scored.
Wait,
Alexis
who's in the group with Arsenal? Is it Benfica?
The group with Arsenal, Sevilla,
and PSV.
Yeah,
PSV. That's who it is. So Arsenal 1-2. They have Let's hope the Gunners get out of the group.
Yeah, I'm fine with Arsenal getting out the group and losing in the quarterfinals or something. Keep them distracted, you know. Keep them.
No, like I mean, you're thinking it's the other way around. Like I'm thinking it's not within their DNA.
Bro. They'll probably get Bayern.
You think they'll get? What did you say, Sashiv? I didn't hear properly.
Though I think they might actually they might probably gonna get Bayern again, I guess.
In round of 16. Okay, got you.
Yeah, probably round of 16.
I'd give them Real Madrid or Barcelona or something.
Mm. Oh, I didn't know this. That this if this is factual, Machikusna, this is Barcelona B is allowed to play in the third division of Spanish football. So developing these match, these guys get real training conditions from playing weaker
Yeah,
teams.
but isn't Barca B La Masia?
Yeah, yeah, but that's I guess that's his point, that like, you know, not only are like the La Liga teams weak, but like the whole development of younger players is much easier in Barcelona because, you know, overall your opposition will be relatively weak.
It's the same thing with Madrid. Madrid have a team in the same second tier or second group that is basically Real Madrid B, and I think it's called Real something Real something like that.
That is crazy. That is crazy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the show. It's the Champions League roundup we just did at the end there. This has been such a great stream. I appreciate everybody that tuned in and participated and hung out.
Boss, I have to start work, so I have to get going.
Yes.
Take care.
Oh, big up to you, Sachiv.
Yeah. Big up, Ryan.
Yeah, R10, big up to you, big up to Mark, Machikusna, big up to you, Stephanie, Manj, GB. Appreciate you so much, guys. That's all love, respect. And Shay as well, earlier on. Thank you, Shay, for pulling up. You're a legend. Let's get the channel up. We are almost there to 800 subscribers, so be a part of the journey if you're just watching. We have 10 people that are just watching right now, and it was just so awesome to have you guys here. So one more time, we will be here again, obviously, over the weekend. Man United is playing Man City. Fingers crossed on that
Thursday.
on Thursday. Europa, who's playing? Who should we watch on Europa? I'm like, nah.
I mean, Brighton and Liverpool. I don't really take pride in watching the bin dippers, but you know, could give Brighton a look since you like Deserby.
Yeah, maybe we'll watch Deserby Ball. Maybe we'll watch Deserby Ball and see what's cooking there. So, but in any case, hit the notification bell anyway, so you know when we go online anytime, so you don't miss that. So, big up to you one more time, ladies and gentlemen. It is the champions. We are out of here.
People come and take people out. Yes. Common violence. That's your job. Yeah.
Also, Newcastle.
Them dead.